Yo, 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 we are back. We are back. We are back. I'm throwing all this shit out there in the first.
I can't help but laugh when the guy's got the beer cans on his fingers. That's so funny.
Good old Isaac Hayes here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, welcome everybody. We are back for another Toss One Back Thursday. You know how we do. We grab some beers. We talk about beer. We see what's up in your guys' world, and we have a little bit of fun and see where the conversation's going. I don't know why Todd's trying to get me all dizzy flipping around the camera right now, but we are about to just kick it off here. Hopefully you guys are off to a great Thursday, and hopefully you are feeling well, my friend, also as well. And hopefully you're ready to enjoy some beers.
Always ready on Thursdays.
Yeah, Thursday always hits at the right moment, it seems.
It does.
So.
It does.
Yeah, this week was we're heading into it. I can already taste the weekend. Just we had a thing today at work, and these emails and stuff, and I'm like, it's like full moon tonight. Like, why am I getting all this shit coming across my desk? Like, no, it doesn't go this way. No, it doesn't go that way. It's just like, there's days it's kind of like, can I retire yet? Do I really
right.
Yeah. I feel like there's definitely a time where I definitely want to say, okay, it's over. I want to be like CB and be like, I'm going to retire now. So one day. Heck, if we get there, I don't even know. Russia started shit. I'm like, y'all better not do some shit and crash my 401k when it's time to retire.
No kidding. They'll be hacking into it since we've pretty much shut down their whole banking system.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. We're shutting down all our shit, on all the ugly arcs, on people with money over there. And I'm like, what if some of those people are they don't want Russia invading either, but we're just taking their shit away too? I mean,
right, yeah.
Supposedly they give Putin the power, but I mean, there's one ugly arc that talked earlier today and said, he doesn't want Russia invading Ukraine. Too bad we're taking your yacht. Your yacht is with us now. So
yeah, you're exactly, yeah. Too bad.
They got some sweet yachts though. I saw what they were taking. It was just like Wolf of Wall Street had nothing on some of the yachts they got on some of the things. Anti-missile defense systems and bomb protect. Who's gonna blow up a yacht? Are you that dirty of a person? Someone's trying to blow you up?
Right.
Who has bomb prevention on their yacht? Well, apparently Russia, some people do. So
and it means you probably have way too much money.
Yeah, probably. But I digress. We're here about the beer, not the war right now. But,
right. Not yet.
We'll touch back on that topic later on after we had a little bit to drink. But we got Bart in the house. Cheers, Bart. Good to see you.
Bart.
And we got Alex in the house, the beer master. Cheers, Alex. New Jersey in represented early on. I like that. Got a couple New Jersey guys right there. South Jersey. Got Gilbert in the house as well.
EG.
Somebody let Cannon in the back door. All right. What's up,
they like the back door.
Yeah. Cheers, fools and comrades. Not yet. Not here. Yeah, it's getting all crazy over there right now. But yeah, so another week. We didn't talk about it last week. I don't know. Did you get a chance to watch it? Snowfall?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
First episode. It's pretty good. Pretty good start to the season. I thought I may have missed an episode somewhere.
I was like, I know.
They were showing some of the flashbacks. I'm like, I don't remember seeing this part or that part. I don't know if something got missed or dropped or what.
Well, I was looking on my DVR the other couple days ago, and it said Snowfall 3 episodes. I was like, wait, what? I thought it came on already. Did it go away and then come back for a little break?
No, well, it's been.
It's a complete new season.
Well, with COVID, it was 2 years, I think. Because last night was episode 2 of the new season. But
maybe it was just in my dream. No, it was the first 3 episodes of the new season. But I was like, I thought
you got FXX or whatever. FX
yeah.
Or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's why last week they gave the first 2 episodes. If you had
yeah, I got the first 2 on there. I was thinking I'd already
last night. That's why you got 3 probably.
Yeah, and then I got the 3rd one on there now. So I was thinking, I thought I already watched these episodes, and I was like, "Shit, new season." I was like, "I thought I was already watching this season," but I was confused. I didn't know.
You're gonna be a week ahead of me when you catch up.
I didn't know what was going on.
It's well, the first episode was pretty good, setting a backdrop for some stuff, but it was just there were some things done. It was I don't know how I feel about that. So
you're not able to see the first 3?
I saw the first one. I got the second one on DVR. I thought they
Okay.
only gave, but they gave the first 2 episodes if you had the FXX or whatever last week.
Yeah,
Well, it
yeah,
should
that's
have been
what.
last
Yeah,
week and this week, but if you
it
got
was.
3, I don't know
I
if
do
you're a
have
week
3.
ahead now.
Yeah, I
So
do have 3.
unless it was
So I
like a
did.
bonus thing or something. I don't know if
Okay.
it's a full episode, but
I was confused anyway on the season. I was thinking, what season? I was like episode 1, 2, and 3. I was like, I didn't know what was going on. So I hadn't watched them yet. I just saw them on there and I was like, okay, I don't know I'm confused.
it's like, what is happening right now? It's interesting. It was an interesting setup. So we got Wayne in the house. Cheers, Wayne. Roddy
What's up,
terrific
Wayne?
Todd, although he hates curtains or blinds for some reason. It's Toss One Back Thursday.
Only when JV's on here.
Only. I got my Adidas tracksuit ready to go, son. Standard Russian gear right there. I feel like when I watch some of the movies and they have Russian guys casted, they do have Adidas suits on a lot of the
But that does seem like they do. Suede.
Foamy's in the house. What is going on, Foamy? Having an El
Foamy?
Camino Imperial Mexican style lager from Real El Brewing Company. Cheers. Funny you're having that. Last week we were talking about what is really a Mexican style lager because nobody really knows. It's really not a category for it by BJCP, but it's kind of just thrown out there. Like, what makes it a Mexican style type lager? What's the big thing with it, right? So we had a little bit of a debate about that. Well, not a debate, we had a little bit of a discussion about that. So it's kind of one of those weird things. Like a strong ale. Like, what's a strong ale? Well, we can't figure where to put it. And it's pretty strong in alcohol. So
right, yeah. Just
strong ale.
Strong ale.
Category.
I let my dogs out real quick.
All right. Who let the dogs out? Todd. Wayne says, cheers, chat. Erie's in the house. What is going on, Erie? Cheers. Good to see you. We missed you last night over on Warzone. Figured you might have tapped out, but then I saw today you were stuck into a little marathon watching on TV there with the, what is it, 600-pound person or something, 1,000 pounds.
What's up, Erie?
Sisters, whatever it is. I don't know how people can get that big, and I'm not a little guy, but I'm like, how do you get to 600 pounds?
I know.
Do that? Like, I mean, I guess part of it's genetics or something, but
I listen to Howard Stern all the time, and he loves that show. He's like, I love those shows. I don't know why, but I love them.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, people watch them and stuff, and it's like, are we like spotlighted in the downfall of people when you're watching that kind of show? It's kind of like, does it make you just feel better about yourself? That's why you enjoy it?
Probably so, I guess. Maybe like, well, okay, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Make you look in the mirror and go, damn, maybe I should eat that extra quarter pounder. I got a little bit of room to grow here.
I remember years ago, there was somebody like on one of the, I don't know if it was Springer or like, it might have been like, it was years ago, like Phil Donahue or something. They had a big person and they were talking about how many bologna sandwiches they ate. And I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like something should go off in your head. Like, this is not healthy. Like, this should not happen. So, and I don't know. I don't know if it's an addiction or what it may be, but it's like, I don't know. I mean,
yeah, I'm not really sure either. It's an obsession. It could be an addiction. I don't know.
I just feel like at a certain level, you got to say, whoa, what's going on here?
Kind of fits in with the hoarders. Like, at what point do you just look around and be like, son of a bitch, where'd all this shit come from?
Probably about the 56th time you bust your ass tripping over it. Like,
that's like, good Lord.
Why'd I put that pinball machine there?
Where'd all this trash come from?
Wayne said, hey to Erie. Hey, Wayne, how you tonight? Cheers, Wayne. Cheers, Gilbert. I'm great, Erie. Hope you are as well. Tonight was 1,000-pound friends. Like,
yeah.
So now they're like forming groups. Like, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know.
1,000 pounds. So what is it? 500 pounds a person? What's the friends? How many friends we talking here?
Somebody tries to join. I want to be a friend. What you weigh? 900? Oh yeah, you're too small. Like, what?
Yeah, you're not allowed. You can't come in.
I was thinking 1,000, your body starts shutting down. Like, just pull the cord. We're done. Just pull it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I can't imagine how much your heart has to work in that regard. Like, wow.
Well, I thought they had one that was 1,000-pound sisters or whatever, and they were like, two sisters. One might be 600 pounds, and the other was like 400, or both 500, or something like that. I don't know if that's the same thing, but
I mean, some of them are bigger than some of the WWE superstars.
yeah, no kidding.
I mean, even Andre the Giant would be like, damn, you know?
Yeah, but at least he was 7 foot.
Yeah.
Whatever.
yeah. His little beer can looked like this in his hand, you know.
These people are like 5 foot too.
It's I don't know. It's just the curiosity of it all for me. It's just like, I don't know how you get to that level. I mean, like I said, there are certain conditions that can definitely impact that, but it's just interesting. And Mother Russia, you don't wear a tracksuit. The tracksuit wears you. Yeah. Yeah. Strong ale is obviously not weak, LOL, right? It's not weak. It's just like, but you'll have a strong ale, and it's like very similar sometimes to like a barley wine or something like that. And it's like, you sure this isn't a barley? No, it's a strong ale.
Yeah, strong. Yeah,
sure. It's like, I had a guy one time went to dinner. You probably know the place, Cincinnati Prime Steakhouse.
Oh yeah.
We went there one day, and I was like, getting a beer. They ordered a stout. They went to get a stout, and they brought out like, this ain't a stout. Like, it tastes just like, this is a strong ale. And the guy was like, you brought me the wrong beer. He's like, oh, that's what we have for the stout. They say, he's like, that's my manager. He said, that's what the stout is. Like, well, your manager's wrong.
Yeah, manager doesn't know.
I don't know who told you it was a stout, but they're wrong. It's like, this is not a stout.
I guess because I had a dark color, they just assumed it was a stout.
Who knows with some people? It's just like you're guessing out here. You're guessing and you're playing with my food. Don't play with my food, man.
Right. Be like, come on, man. You're selling this stuff. You at least should know a little something about it.
I'm trying to pair shit up. Now you got me all misordering. Pressing some Lagunitas IPA sites. I haven't had a Lagunitas IPA in a while. Although, you know what I did get? I decided to go ahead and get the non-alcoholic IPA from Lagunitas.
Oh,
I wanted to try, see the taste, and in case I might want one at lunch or something at work or whatever. And so I went ahead and got a 6-pack of it. I haven't tasted it yet, so $7.99 for a 6-pack though.
Well, no, I mean those would be good too if you
designate a driver.
Yeah, if you're out somewhere and you have a beer like a normal beer and you just want to throw one in every so often or. Yeah. Change over to those, and drink them, and you still feel like you're drinking an IPA or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, it's definitely a spot for it. I would think.
Yeah, definitely a spot for it for sure. You said, love seeing the results when they lose all their weight. Dr. Proctor is hot as really eerie. Now you're in it for the doctor. Is that what you're in it for? Dr. Now is my spirit doctor. He's the one for my single-pound life. If he's a dick and I love him.
Yeah, he's on Howard Stern, or they have him on Howard Stern sometimes. He always talks about Dr. Now. And then they do spoof call-ins, and it's Dr. Now going, he's like, how do I lose weight? Well, you shouldn't be eating the 5 large pizzas. Yeah. You should cut that out immediately and only eat like a half a pizza. You do that, instead, you're going to lose weight. It's funny. He just, gets the foreign accent going.
Well, change your diet. That's what it's called. I love to ask Alan I like to ask Alan if I would have 800 pounds, would he push me in a wheelchair and feed me and he'd love me? He said no.
I have seen him on there where the guys are doing that. I'm like, ooh.
That's a lot of muscle work if you're 800. If you're pushing you around, I mean, that's like going to the gym and doing a sled all day long. I'm just saying.
No kidding.
You're out there all buffed up. Guys like, you work out? You do the sled all the time? No, I push my wife around.
They're like, damn.
Start having pushing wife classes.
But then also part of me is like, is this right to even be watching this? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you start feeling like,
yeah. But I mean, they're making their money, so I guess it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, like, are we like making these people bad? Or we like put them in a bad situation? I mean, try to find your moral compass. 1,000-pound flows with benefits. What's the benefits?
That's what I was Gary say. With what benefits?
Find us some snacks later on. Oh, I've been looking for that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Oreo cookies start falling out. Oh, it's Oreo madness. It's Oreo madness.
Thought you done ate all these. Nope. Save some for later.
I've been looking for the double stuff.
Oh, we're going to hell.
About 300 each and 4 friends. Oh, okay. So it's between them together, the total. That's going to mean. I've seen people 6 and I've seen people 7. I've never seen anyone that believe at 1,000. I would think your body would give out.
Yeah, I was going to say, their legs are about giving out on them at 600 pounds.
Yeah. I remember the old Hefty Lefty. I mean, he had some stuff there where he was like a UK at the quarterback at Jared Lorenzen, and then afterwards he just kept getting big. And part of his was like something with his mind and addiction and stuff too. But yeah, he just blew up before he ended the time.
Yeah, he ballooned. He was big when he played, but
yeah,
man, he could wing it.
Yeah, he could throw it down the field. He wasn't doing scrambling drills, but he'll throw the ball.
No, he wasn't going to tackle him either. He just stayed in the pocket and just like shove people away, like, go on, like it was a video game or something.
No, Erie, I did not know they were YouTubers because I have no wanting to watch them at all. But good for them. They found another market. Good for them. It's like the pimple popper thing. Like, who watches the pimple popper stuff? Like,
oh god,
why do you watch that? Watch this lady pop pimples. Like, just in the commercial, it's like turn. I don't want to, But then it's like, how do people get some of these pimples so big?
That reminds me, like when we was in, not this last time, but when we were in Tennessee visiting Shannon's aunt and uncle one time last year, and he watches YouTube all the time, and he watches, I think it's called Sobro. It's like ingrown toenails and like toenails that curl so far and they start growing back into the skin. Sobro, I think it's Sobro.
How do you not clip them?
Something, I don't know, but they got to get like hand drills out to cut them down, and they got to go to the doctor to get. It was nasty, but he just sits there and watches the shit out of that. I'm like, what are you doing?
I feel for some of them Asian women in those nail shops. I mean, there's gonna be some rough feet they got to cut times. I mean, you're like, get the circular saw out or something. I mean, there's some toenails that people have. I know they're kind of like, oh, gee, they probably say it in Chinese or Korean or something like that, so nobody knows what they're saying, but it's probably like, oh, these are the feet from hell type saying or something.
Something.
I see people walking out in the beach in sandals, and I'm like, dude, what? You should have sandals. You should wear socks all the time with them feet.
Right. Like, what do you? Yeah. Whoever told you it was okay is lying to you.
Right. Remember the old movie Boomerang with Eddie Murphy? He was always trying to find a woman with the best toenails. He kept pulling the sheet back and see the feet, and he's like, nope. But it is a beer show too, so let's crack open a beer. I'm going to actually crack open one that just came out, I believe, on the market. So I don't know if you've seen it as of yet. And this is going to be from Victory Brewing. It is going to be their Berry Monkey.
Oh.
Berry Monkey. I would play Brass Monkey, but then I get flagged. But so this is a fruited sour Trapeze. And this one comes in with an ABV, I believe it's 9.5% on this one. Let's take a look here. Best by August 2022. So short period of time. You probably want to get all the sour feel of it because usually a Trapeze you can go for a bit. Ale with raspberries and other natural flavors. 9.5% ABV. So this is what I'm going to crack open to start out with right now. A little session ale.
Nice. Same here. A little session. Wait, what was the ABV on that one you say?
9.5.
Oh yeah, no, mine's an actual session ale. I usually do start those session ales out like that at 10 or 12%, but
started from the bottom, now we're here. And there you see it, people, in the glass. Nice clarity. With Victory, they always filter their stuff anyway for the most part. Got an eggshell white head, nice oranges hue, good amount of carbonation. I don't know if that's coming on there, but the bubble action, yeah, there it goes. Pretty lively on the bubble action there, which is good.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it smells so freaking good. Definitely get the aroma of the berries. It's got a sweetness to it. It's almost got like a little bit of a candy type, sweet tart type sweetness to it. Oh, that goes down very easy. You get a nice feel of the tartness, but it's not overly tart. You get a nice smoothness to it. A nice amount of a mouth coating. Leaves some nice flavor on the tongue. Pixie sticks. Reminds me of pixie sticks more than sweet tarts. Now I think about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that monkey series they do. I've not seen that one.
Get a feel of it in the throat that lasts for a good amount of time too. A little bit of a puckering. Feel a little bit in the cheeks. I like it. So I'll have a review on this one at some point here.
Nice. Getting much of the alcohol burn to it or no?
No, alcohol's pretty well hidden, like a lot of their stuff. Well, the monkey series is a good one. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, I'll pick this up and grab a few of these. Yeah, nice. I mean, I'm already halfway down the first.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's going down pretty easy
for 9.5. Got a little bit of underneath earthy feel with the sour, but yeah, it's good. That's easy drinking, people. That's easy drinking.
As Tom the Beer Whisperer would say, it's like a Tijuana hooker. It goes down easy.
Tom, how many times have you been to Tijuana?
Right. So I'm told.
Would you crack open?
So this one is from Our Lady Perpetual Hops, collaboration with another local brewery. It's actually in Louisville, Butchertown.
Oh, nice.
And then they threw in a third. It's a Myers Ice Cream, which is out of New Albany, Indiana, here local also.
Nice.
So this is what they call Fancy Holiday Parfait Sour. Let's see. Just says berry parfait sour. Didn't really say what's all in it, but I think it's blueberry, raspberry, and actually vanilla ice cream. Here's what it looks like. Looks like strawberry quick.
Yeah, that's what it looks
like. Where's Dolly
at
when you need
her? Yeah, where's Dolly? I haven't seen Dolly in a while. Yeah,
I know.
Could trick Dolly with one of those.
I've had these before. I still have them on draft. I probably picked this can up, which I saw it and I was like, I better trying to clear out my fridge a little bit, and I saw it, so I was like, there's the can if I didn't see it a little better.
Yeah.
And they're really good. They did another one at the same time with them. It was a pecan pie, and it was also a triple kind of like collab with ice cream and actual pecan pies and some vanilla, and it was really good. But this one, it's pretty tasty.
Nice.
Definitely on the nose, you do get a little bit of that sourness. Like that Butchertown is really good at sours. In fact, that's probably what they do most of. Mm-hmm. And they're not like over, like, I know some people get turned off on sours because of the sourness of them, but they're just right at the borderline. Like, they're not, you get the hint of sourness, but it's not too sour, if that makes sense.
Right.
And Shane usually likes them a lot. And pretty much everything we've had just from there alone has been really good. But they're always, creamy, good mouthfeel on them.
I was going to say, that looks like it's going to be pretty creamy there.
I mean, you definitely get the berries, like a blueberry, strawberries. I don't think there's any strawberries, but kind of a little bit of a strawberry taste. Raspberry for sure. And then you really get the creaminess because of the vanilla ice cream, I think is what they use is vanilla ice cream and actually put in the beer too. So, which I guess covers for the lactose that, might be put in a lot of beers. But actual ice cream that the ice cream place makes. So very tasty. Yeah, it's kind of, it's thick. I don't know that I could drink more than a can at one time just because it's kind of filling. I mean, it's not too overpowered sour wise, but it is thick and it does fill you up a little bit. But it's damn tasty. But the ABV is low on it, which is, I still haven't quite figured out. On the can, they list it at 3.5%. Now, when you go to the breweries, both breweries, they advertised it as 4.5. So I don't know if it was, I don't know if it came out, as a little bit higher ABV after the label came out. I'm not sure what happened there. I need to ask Kyle, who brews and part owner of Our Lady. I need to ask him what the deal is.
You sure one of those breweries ain't like the Scooby-Doo mask? You pull it out, it's 450 North.
Yeah, right, exactly.
450 North.
Well, I mean, we're only talking 1%, not 10% difference,
Would have got away with it too if it wasn't for them kids.
But it's tasty.
You said this was 10%. It's like 4. What the hell? Yeah.
They will actually do one of the bartenders there came up with it with their pecan sour one that they still have. They have a stout that's been aged on Weller barrels for 18 months, I think it was, that they came out with not too long after they released this one. So they do like a collaboration at the brewery where they'll do like a half and half pour of the stout with the pecan, and man, that's really good. I was like, y'all should have brewed this one or put it together in a bottle or in a can.
Well, I know the one that I did from Our Lady. It was a decent one, so I was glad you got that up here.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I need to get you some more. Try to get you a few more things out to you just to let you try them.
When the pushing the chair, Alice said he would love me, but not feed me or push me. Like,
hang on, I'll be right back.
Little Shop of Horrors, feed me, Seymour. Foamy said Mexican style lager is good, and Imperial Mexican style lager is good, right? Yeah, there was some debate around the Mexican style lager style just because it's not an official style, but there's a lot of people do it. Plus, when you look at the craft brewing industry, you don't have a lot of Mexican people that you see really doing a lot of stuff there. So it's just kind of interesting with the whole thing. And they try to say, one style could be like with the corn, but in North America, we have a lot of stuff done with corn, like for lager. So it's kind of like there's no difference there on some of the stuff. So it's just kind of interesting with that class. And that came from a piece I was reading where they were kind of talking about the Mexican style lager and what really is Mexican style lager. Nobody really knows. They just keep throwing stuff out. So what current events happen is it taboo to have a Russian Imperial Stout. With the Russian Imperial Stout, is it going to be like Iraq? And it's going to be now the Freedom Imperial Stout? Because, remember the French fries? They didn't want to say French. They were all saying Freedom fries.
That's a good question, Wayne.
Yeah. It's going to be the Freedom Imperial Stout.
Maybe they're just going to change it to Ukrainian Imperial Stout or something
instead. The fight back.
Yeah. Interesting.
Super, what is up, homie? Super, part of the Custom Fuss crew over there on the gaming channel, Warzone. There he said, what up, Superman? That's a poor-ass steakhouse. Which steakhouse are we talking about, a poor-ass steakhouse? Did we say
the one you mentioned there a little bit ago in Cincinnati?
Oh, Prime. Yes, yeah. You're right, Prime. The food is actually decent, but they just don't know their alcohol, their beer at least.
Yeah.
Like you should. That's what I'm saying. Like some restaurants, a good amount, they don't really train their employees like they should be trained, in my opinion. Hey, Erie, have you ever tried any of our local beers, Rod? Chucktown for life. LL. I probably have had some out of South Carolina. I'm pretty sure I have. I'd have to go back and see, but I don't know if I had any of the key local ones where you're at, because some of the local ones, they don't go much more out of their radius. But I would have to say I probably had some South Carolina beers at some point, I would think.
What's the that you've noticed at stores so far, like local? I mean, you throw other half in there, like bigger names of breweries.
What do you mean saying?
Like say other half, which is kind of a well-known brewery, now, or like Trillium, which I know you don't get those at Treehouse, but I mean, what are some of the bigger name?
Well,
that you have access to now that you didn't.
Well,
in Cincinnati.
Other half is only at one store that has a connection here that I'm aware of thus far.
Oh, okay.
So they have that there. I did see some more of the Rusty Rail beers, which I had a couple I did a review on a while back, and I'm looking forward to trying some of those. Now here it's like the claw countries. I got the claws everywhere,
Oh, yeah.
and I've got heavy seas everywhere. Dogfish Head. I did see a couple spots, but I didn't pick it up yet. The Utopia beer, I can get that here now. Trying to think of some of the other ones. I've had some of the local, like Cricket Crab. I had one of their things that went in place. They were pretty good. Monument Brewing, which 21090. I sent me theirs like a couple years ago. I get them now here. They're pretty popular. I mean, Guinness will be the biggest one. Being able to go to the brewery, which I haven't done yet, because they got the batches there. They do a small batch process, kind of like Braxton Labs. And I think like what Braxton Labs did, I'm thinking, oh my God, what can Guinness do? With their experimenting. Yeah.
Right.
Because Braxton Labs can blow your mind on some of the stuff they were doing in a small batch process.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah. But I mean,
interesting for
other
sure.
half is probably the biggest one as far as a beer that people look for. Oh, I'd say they're big, but also it wasn't AleSmith. It was another one that they actually have here that I was able to see. Check my list. I just bought a couple of their beers, actually, I think. Another good reason for Untapped is you can save your list there.
Yeah.
Stuff you have, which is nice. Westbrook. I get Westbrook now, which is nice.
Oh, okay.
So I just got their 11th anniversary chocolate and caramel stout and their Gates of S'mordor. So I'm looking forward to trying those out. I stumbled into
I thought you were able to get them at Jungle Gyms.
Westbrook. I saw Westbrook as collabs, but never just as Westbrook.
Okay.
Now Jungle Gyms just start to get what's the one from out in California? Begins with the M, I think. Who is it? Modern Times. You get those at Jungle Gym now. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, we get. I assume we still do. I think we get them here too.
Modern Times.
I think so. Yeah. I know we did for like 1 month because they had like a special tapping somewhere. So they got like the whole distribution for the state but I think I've seen them, this was been a year or so ago, but I've seen them since then. So I'm not really sure if it's just certain stores or if it's all of them. I'm not really sure.
And I think I did see Highwire somewhere, I believe, as well. So I might still be able to get their stuff. Which wouldn't be as surprising because, I mean, they're Asheville, so they can get up into these parts rather easily.
So other half is one store. So I wonder how that works.
It's who their network through. The guy that I met that was the owner of the one store, he fell into their distribution. He told me they have it. There's actually a store in Camden, New Jersey. So that's like 20 minutes from where my mom is when I go up there. That they actually get them. They told me a place in PA. Like only those three were getting out of that distribution ring out of New York.
Okay. So
it's who you know in this game as well at times.
Right. Well, I wasn't really sure how that worked as far as like distribution. If you're with a particular distributor and they say for that one they have other half and you get them at that store, but another store doesn't use that distribution.
They wouldn't be able to get
service and they don't get it. But I didn't know if that was the requirement or if it was like a statewide where they had to have where they were okay to sell it in the state. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the retailers have to buy it for the distributors. So the distributor has to have an agreement there with the retail store. And that's the reason you have AB and Bev and all these other bigger companies, Miller, buying out these smaller craft breweries because they get them on them and they get them in their distribution now.
Right.
And if they don't go with them, it makes it tougher for them to get into some spots depending on where they're at. So that's the big play. That's why people get, bothered by them buying all these smaller craft breweries, and then you're squeezing out parts of other distribution channels. So, which
that still hasn't happened on a lot of those craft beers or breweries that have been bought.
Well, there's so many more that are up now. I mean, but some of the ones that were out there were heard. I mean, Sweetwater, they're under one now. Although they have the Canadian owner from the weed thing, but they're out in California now because of their distributorship. So they're able to get more access. So for them, it gives more access that they can go under, but then people are like, oh, you sold out and you did this and that, which, you get that too, because you want to support the independent and kind of keep it that way. I was just the same way with beers I was with music, like, oh, we don't play them. They sold out. We're not putting them on our channel anymore. Then it's like, as you're younger, you feel that. When you're getting older, you're like, you know what? It's like, you're penalizing for success, you know. So it's kind of, I know people like, you know, Metallica. When Metallica been in the late 90s, oh, they're not the same Metallica anymore. Like, they're still making same music. They're under a different thing, and
right.
You know, yeah, you got to make some stuff with a corporate type album or whatever like that and everything. But yeah, you go to their shows, they play their old stuff still, I believe. So.
Because that was one of the things I was glad, like when Wicked Weed, when they got bought, it was like, okay, maybe we're gonna start seeing something. No, still haven't seen it.
Yeah. Wicked Weed was weird because you don't see them like you saw. What's the other one that got bought out by them? You'll see like Devil's Backbone in more spots now, and there was another one they had bought out.
Well, they had was it
Golden Road? You'll see in more spots now.
Yeah, Golden Road. But what's the what's the one in Florida?
Highlight.
No.
Cigar
no.
City.
Cigar
City.
Are they AB?
I think they're under AB now.
That's not what I was thinking of. I was thinking it was the Buddha beer. The Buddha. Funky Buddha, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they got bought out too, and I thought they did. Maybe they didn't. But I was thinking that'd be another one too you might start seeing too, but I ain't seen any of theirs either.
I can't remember who did Funky Buddha.
I think that is the brewery, isn't it?
Yeah, Funky Buddha. Buddha is the brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're considered like on Untapped, you can it's like macro brewery. So they're considered macro now because of them getting bought out. But I thought Cigar City got taken too by AB and Bev. Unless I'm wrong. No, it says regional, so maybe I'm wrong on them then. Maybe it was Funky I was thinking of. But yeah, I mean that's the game we play. So that's the beer world now. Y'all making me about to grab some Twizzlers, talking about snacks. Yeah, I've got some of those M&Ms with the caramel and the fudge brownie here too. Trying not to open those up yet because I just did a Reese's peanut butter cup with the Reese's Pieces inside. How inventive was that? How did it take so long to come up with that idea? Putting the Reese's Pieces inside the peanut butter cup?
I know. Have you seen the ones that's got potato chips in them?
No, I've seen them. I haven't had them. I was on Joe D's show Saturday. He actually had them on there. He was enjoying when talking about how it was and everything. And he was sharing it during the video. I've seen the pretzel ones. Haven't seen the potato chip ones.
I've had the pretzel ones, but I've seen the chip ones in the store, but I have not picked it up. And it's at one of the gas stations down the street from work. I run in there sometimes at lunchtime and just to kill time to get like a Polar Pop or something, you know, to drink. And I've seen them. I'm like, oh, every time I'm in there, I'm like, no, I think I'll pass. But I'm like, gosh, I got to get one though.
That's a quick way to go to the 600-pound life right there.
Yeah, for sure. Be watching me on TV in a couple weeks.
On my 600-pound life, one was close to 900. So one got up there. Wow. And I just think what did the family and stuff say around that person? Like, did they try to help them, or they just let them go? Seriously, some of the transformations are amazing. Well, I bet they are. Some of the transformations getting that weight off. And then I know like someone had the operations and stuff when they get the weight off, because like you work out or you do whatever, you get it's a flab. So sometimes the flab has to be removed. I see Erie likes pimple popper. She would like something like that too. Why are you sit there watching like pop some pimples?
I know.
She always compares everything to food. See, I don't want anybody comparing pimple stuff to food. Like, you know. Like, how do you even do that? Like, what pus coming out would remind you of something you would eat? I mean, and then would you eat that again after she compared it to it?
No, why? Why would? I mean, how could you eat it and not think that's what it like?
Right.
And the name of those guys was Toe Bros. I was saying So Bro, but it was Toe Bros.
Okay.
So, do yourself a favor. Well, maybe not. That'd be like putting that next to something you're eating. Depends on how weak your stomach is. Not you in general, but anybody out there. Toe Bros. Go YouTube Toe Bros. You see some funky ass toes for sure.
Oh, soups. I like the teeth cleaning videos and the toenail ones too. Don't know why, but I do.
So he probably knows the Toe Bros.
You got a little foot fetish there, Soup? You got a little foot fetish?
I bet he knows. I bet he knows the toe bros.
Have you ever got a pedicure?
Mm-mm.
Have you does Shannon goes get pedicures and manicures or whatever?
Sometimes.
Did she ever try to get you to go or whatever?
No, but there's a FedEx driver. Well, he comes every now and again just to fill in for the route, and he says he takes his kids every couple weeks and gets. Yeah. Is the pedicure? Is that your toes?
That's your toes. Yeah.
He says he does it every couple weeks and takes his kids. He's like, really? I was like, I heard a lot of athletes do it all the time, and he's like, that's the best thing ever. He said, I love it. I was like, okay. So now I'm intrigued, but I don't know. They'll probably make fun of my toes. I don't know if it'll be good or not.
They throw out talking Korean. You're like, what are you saying? What are you saying?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. She tried to get me to go a few times. I'm like, no. She's like, there's other guys in there to get it done all the time. I'm like,
that's apparent.
Yeah, say that's on them.
That's exactly. Apparently, it's a big thing, though. I guess.
I guess.
Rub your feet and everything. I guess. Do they give you a foot rub or something too? Massage?
I think they do something interesting.
I mean, I could be down for that, but
so I flipped through YouTube and I think on my feet. So over in Vietnam and some of the Asian, I think it was Vietnam, maybe Thailand, a couple of Asian countries. You go in to get a haircut at a barbershop. Not only the women, they cut your hair, but they also give you a back rub, and a foot rub, and a bunch of other stuff. Not like the other stuff, but just they give you all this stuff as part of your haircut, and it's like
it's not the Robert Kraft package.
Yeah, it's not the Robert Kraft package. It's not the elbow macaroni. But it'll cost $1,200 won or whatever the currency is there, which would be $20 US, $25 US, or whatever. And so on YouTube, they show the videos of you guys getting in there, get a haircut, and while their hair's drying, they're getting a foot rub, they're getting a back rub, they're getting all this other stuff twisted. I mean, it's just that's a full experience that just comes with the haircut. It's kind of crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, thing make that better is if you can have a beer to go along with it.
Some places might have a beer.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, some salons, they say they bring the women wine, so wouldn't be surprised. We have Italian steakhouse and a fancy as fuck steakhouse with seafood sauces and shit here. Both knows booze can't get over the lack of beer knowledge. It have I've seen a lot. I mean, I've been in places and bars and restaurants and have actually spoken with people that have served beer, and I'll point out it should be in this type of glass or this type of feel, and they just don't know. They're not trained on this stuff. And I've had some people I explain stuff to, and then I come back in and they've rearranged their thing around where they have the glassware not getting frosted for craft beer, and it's out at a room temp so it doesn't mute the flavors when you're enjoying it. And it's just, if people don't know, they don't know. So
right.
But I try to do I don't be an ass about it. I just say, we know if you do this or do that, that actually works better. And some people have been appreciative of it, but it's just I guess that's what you do when you get your Cicerone and your beer service. You go out and you start training people and stuff and consulting, which I think I am going to still try to get my Cicerone at some point here, just to kind of do it. Todd, where is Shannon tonight? She's actually still working, unless she came back already.
No, she messaged me a little bit ago and said she was stopped at the store on her way, so she was at the store. I don't know if we needed anything.
Yeah.
So she'll be in. Tried to see if she wanted. Well, didn't know she was going to have to work as late as she did, but hell, who knows? She might come in and might be ready for a beer, so you never know what you might get.
Yeah, we know when she gets there because the dogs start going crazy.
Yeah, I'll try to mute it if I can fast enough.
Well, no, that's fine. It's just, you just know when somebody's coming.
Right, yeah, you'll know. Yeah, you'll hear. Well, the funny thing is we have this app on our phone that, for lack of better words, it's kind of like a tracking device. It's Life 360. So, I'm on it, Shannon's on it. Her brother wanted on it for some reason, and then we actually got it for our daughter when she got her license. So we can see, just in case something happens. We don't usually, we don't really use it to.
Yeah.
I mean, we do kind of check up on her or whatever, but it's not like we're using it to try to make sure she's not doing something she's not supposed to. But anyway, when you get within a mile radius of home, you might be able to hear it when it goes off. It makes an alert, and it goes on her iPad too. So I don't know if you'll hear it while it's in use or not, but as soon as the dogs hear it, they've gotten used to it now. So as soon as the dogs hear it, they'll go crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like they're still a mile away. Like, I mean, they're within the range, I guess, or in the circle. It may not be a mile. I don't know what it is, 500 feet or 1,000 feet or whatever the deal is. But they haven't pulled into the subdivision yet, so it's like they go crazy. Then they stop. By the time they stop, then the garage door starts opening, and then they go crazy again. I'm like,
They're like, the sense of time is thrown off. Like, wait a minute, she should be here by now.
Right? Yeah. So what you were saying, you'll definitely hear them.
So it's powder. What were we talking about? That was powder. Are we doing cocaine or something? What was it? Powder. Says, you gotta love the creamy stuff. Oh, see, no, not on the creamy pus stuff. No way. Soup's just laughing. What's up, Throttle? Been a while. How you doing, Daniel? What's been happening, my friend? Eric's in the house. What is going on, Eric? Cheers, buddy. Eric's up in Chicago now too, so we do have Chicago representation. Even though we haven't had like Big Daddy in yet, and we haven't had Beer and Friends, we do have James, and we do have Eric. So we do get Chicago on yet again.
Yes.
We are blowing up in the Windy City. So y'all want to know about whiskey, make sure y'all check out Malt Muser Whiskey Reviews. Eric does some great stuff about the whiskey, different things that he's doing and enjoying and sharing and dropping the knowledge. Awesome channel. Here he said, Alan Boss Wiki Weed Espresso Cheesecake. Stout Wiki Weed Espresso Cheesecake. I think that was the one he was talking about the other night he was going to try, I thought. I would give that a go. Well, he's right there in South Carolina. They're getting Wiki Weed out of North Carolina, so
yeah,
a lot easier for them to get that.
Well, I know you can get it in Tennessee too, but again, that's not that far from Asheville, so or in that part of Tennessee where we go.
Poor ass Daniel Gilbert said. Cheers from Chicago, beer mecca of America. How's Baltimore so far? Baltimore is good. Yeah, I'm pretty much all kind of acquainted, used to stuff now. I actually did get connected with the Baltimore Guild. They sent me stuff back, so now I'm connected to their site to get all the beer news. So for those of you that read the Facebook page or go to the blog, I'll be sharing different things there as well. But then I got other stuff coming in now from other places. And in fact, I'm going to actually, on an upcoming stream, I had a couple guys reach out to me from Italy. And basically, they had written a book about the craft beer explosion in Italy. And so I'm going to be in touch with them. But they're going to be coming on here talking about how craft beer has impacted their country and stuff. So that'll be kind of a cool thing upcoming. And then I have another announcement for another live stream that I'll get to when I do the beer news to share with you guys as well. So 2022, a lot of good things coming to the channel for sure. Beer Mecca, Chicago. I don't know. Cincinnati gives Chicago a run for the money for the breweries and stuff now. I love Chicago. I like enjoying Chicago. I got a story about a couple Chicago breweries that I'll be sharing with you. But I feel like good beer, but good beer in both spots. I think there's more beer in Cincinnati now than there might be in Chicago, in the inner radius of Chicago. So
possibility.
I don't know. We have to check that. I can't say it's fully fact, but that's what I feel in the inside.
Got to go out to the World Wide Web to see.
He said, he didn't let me try it though because he's a douche. Most likely wouldn't like it anyways. He wouldn't let you take a sip even? Not even a sip? Not even a Chris Rock? Put it in my hands?
Just a taste.
That's cold. Not to give his better half even a sip. That ain't right. Panama Red Sour IPA with pomegranates from Martin House Brewing. Nice. Cheers, Foamy. Foamy's off to a great start for the evening as well. He says, Foamy cracked another one open. I'm going to crack another one open. That Berry Monkey went down very good. And I'm going to actually keep it rolling with the Trapeze. And it's going to be like, Tastes Like Candy. Old Cameo song. Remember that one? Ow. It's going to be Candy Belgian Triple that I got here. So I'm going to go ahead and crack this one open. And this is from Fordham Dominion here. And I've had this on the show before. I got a review that'll be coming up on this one as well. But a nice Belgian triple out of Dover, Delaware. Of course, that's nice. The state of our current president out of Delaware. Crack this baby open.
Oh, I should have grabbed one out of the fridge too and had one of those. I got actually her brother left some over here from New Belgium.
Which ones were they?
The triples.
Ooh, you got time. You got time.
Yeah, I might have to run downstairs real quick and grab one.
One there, another one, nice triple color, the orange hue, eggshell white head. You know the routine. This one more coriander and clove on this one here.
I'm gonna run down and grab it. I'll be right back.
Nice orange peel feel. You don't need the orange peel, people, if it's done right. You don't need to fruit the beer if it's done right. And this one was done right. Very tasty. Got an earthy feel to it. I do love my Belgian style beers, but y'all know this. Let's see here. The Edmonton cowboy hat is covering your eyes. Who is is that what Daniel had? No, who had the Edmonton cowboy hat? Let me see. You would think Russian troll farms would want to be busy right now. Yeah. They're all basically working to keep the media out of the hands of the actual people in Russia too. Like some of the people don't believe what's taking place. They're like, oh no, fake news. I wonder where they heard that before. The Russian people are saying fake news. So they're going to make time to troll, right? Trolls got to troll. Beer Guys Radio, episode 305, Silver Bluff Brewing is a show about Mexican lagers. If anyone cares to listen. Oh, nice one. Yeah. Definitely have to check that out. I am subscribed to Beer Guys Radio, so that would be a nice one there. Yeah, like I said, the piece I was reading, there was kind of a discrepancy as far as if people really knew what a Mexican style lager was, because it could be an amber lager or it could be a different type of lager. And people were like, it's kind of like a made up thing thrown out there. But, you know, I enjoy Mexican lagers from time to time, Mexican style, whatever you want to call them. What's up, Vanessa? Cheers. Good to see you Thursday night. Glad you made it.
What's up, Vanessa?
As Bruce Willis was saying, Die Hard, welcome to the party. Erie said, hey, Vanessa. And hi, Erie. Sweetwater are a great pickup at the beer store with IPA and Pale. The news about Sweetwater, Ontario, is we begin a seasonal release starting this summer. Nice. Yeah, Sweetwater, they're, I would say 420 or G20 or whatever series they do, mimicking the strain of 420. They do a great job with that one, with the beers they do, in my opinion. So I like those that they put out. I'm actually surprised in Canada, Gilbert, that you guys don't have like a THC product for them, just because you guys are already approved up there, right? Like you can do THC type stuff. And with them being owned by a cannabis company, you would think they would come up with something. And Lagunitas as well. I thought Lagunitas would have something up out there for you too. Let's see. I'd be like, well, look at that. It's Todd. I guess he tried the chip one. If Todd was on the show. Oh my God, not one Siri changed my shit. Siri's the eavesdropper. She will change stuff all the time. All the time. Let's see. I said, RJ, what the hell? You listen? I thought this was about beer. You guys talking about sick and gross stuff. And we talk about everything on this show, man. We have beer, we drink beer, we talk about what the people out there want us to talk about. So,
that's right. Who knows? Who knows where the train might take you?
Talk to your chat, Daniel. Talk to the chat.
That's the one I was talking about.
Manscaping. Oh yeah, triple. New Belgium triple. I've had that one. Trapeze, but it's triple.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
I say he left him here. He's like, here, you can have. He likes them. He's good at that. He always brings shit over, and if he doesn't drink it, he just leaves it here. Most of the time I try to keep it for him, but I'm like, there's no guarantees it's going to be. He's like, that's fine. Just drink whatever you want. I'm like, okay. I don't. Usually I don't, but a lot of times I do. Yeah,
that's a decent one for them.
Especially if they stay in the fridge forever, because he's not over all the time. So it's like, I don't want them to go bad. You know, can't have them go bad. Got to drink them while they're good, right?
Yeah, right. Don't want to waste.
Get the bubble in action on that one for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Might got a little DGM in there.
I mean, maybe.
Because
That
usually
don't look too bad.
that's usually clean. It's just dishwasher type stuff.
Yeah.
If you drop it on the table, the bubbles will all drop off.
Just made it bubble more. It's not really that many. It's more. Well, it did kind of
It did
a
drop
bit.
off though. Yeah,
Did some. Oh well.
it's all right. It's just
What are you gonna do? It's alcohol. It cleans it.
It's not like you're drinking a whole Tide Pod or anything.
True.
Little bit's just fine. Yeah, I see those ads with the manscaping things that'll pop up or be on TV. It's like, yeah. I don't know why you brought up the manscaping though area, but yeah. You like staying on pour a drink, right, Gilbert? Been cut up in surgery in ERs one too many times to watch Dr. Pimple Popper. I have not been in ERs that much. I don't want to watch Dr. Pimple Popper. So
Me either.
Gilbert. Pedicure is the best thing in the world. They massage your feet and legs. Oh my God, it's heaven. So you do get a massage, you get a pedicure there, yes. You can always go with your daughter and be like father-daughter type thing. But you won't feel as bad. You're like, oh, I just did it to spend time with her. You know,
right?
If you're looking for a way in, I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'd go, not by myself, but I'd go. I'd try it.
Yeah.
My fear is I'd like it, and I'd want to go all the time just for the foot massage and the leg rub. I'm like, okay.
He's the one who walked by. Is that Todd in the chair? Todd,
yeah.
Is that you?
I bought the monthly membership.
You don't see me, Jerry. You don't see me. Neuropathy is too bad. No feet massages and such. Well, they say like if you have things, well, before, depending, I guess how far it may go, but supposedly doing stuff like that is supposed to help, you know, to take care of your feet and everything. I can't wait to get a straight razor shave again and likely starting next Monday. Why next Monday? Cheers, throttle. We're on. Yeah, we use Life 360, but it is pretty inaccurate.
Really? So ours is, for the most part, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Well, they just had a recall on the Fitbit things for something. There was something that was going on with the wristband one. I mean, my Apple Watch is all tagged in and everything, so that makes
now,
it
I will
easier.
say some part, I wouldn't disagree with her a lot on that one. Some part, like it's pretty accurate on the because you can get to whoever you want to see and watch them driving down the road, and it tells you how fast they're driving and all that.
Yeah,
but there does have some inaccuracies on it for sure. So I would agree with that, Vanessa.
If we had a tracking device, I'd probably get the worst places just to drive out and say, well, actually, you do have tracking device with your cell phone. He just doesn't have anything on your phone. But if you were to put an app on it, he could track to see where you were there. He said the drink was creamy. Not talking about Dr. Pimple Popper on that one. Some beers do have a creamy base to them.
I mean, that one was made with ice cream.
It was made with ice cream, though, too. Always willing to up my whiskey game. Indeed. Yeah, you would enjoy Eric's stuff over there, too, on the whiskeys and stuff. Italy has a Trapeze brewery. I did not realize that. I'll have to actually bring that up, but Italy is where the TQ rather, was actually invented, the beer glass. That was something I didn't realize either.
There you go. I didn't either.
Cameo, Dre is wearing lipstick and lace. But that was Dre's old group, not Cameo, though. Cameo was Larry Blackman, but Dre's old group back in the day, before Endo and everything. Yeah, I remember. I think I had that record back in the day. Yippee-ki-yay. There's locals that have THC brews here. Yeah, I was gonna say, but I'm surprised like you don't have any big ones yet from Sweetwater, especially since they do the Be Real beer now as part of their series, and Lagunitas, who's known to have a lot of weed people in their brewery. Like they don't have anything in Canada yet up there. I've only had a THC brew once, and it was pretty good. It was different. It was definitely different.
Was Sweetwater? Was it Sweetwater?
No, it was homebrewed.
Oh, okay.
From Steven out of Eclipse Brewing. He had sent me one time.
Oh.
Yeah. I can say that now because I think statute of limitations is over. So. Yeah, best chats on multi-dimensional rabbit holes, right? We jump all around for sure. Hashtag Dirty Glass Mafia. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I got out of the cabinet, but I guess it could be.
CB's in the
What's
house.
up, CB?
Cheers, CB. And he got one more day. CB had like 28 people in his house. His niece passed, his wife's sister's daughter. And so yeah, people there for the funeral yesterday, and everything went good there. But it's a lot of people in the house. A lot of people.
You make do in bad times, though.
Yeah, you do. There's a CB. How are you? Oh, still wearing a mask in business in Ontario. Yeah, here in Baltimore, I think the mask mandate was just lifted, I want to say yesterday, maybe, but people are still wearing masks. But the positivity rate here is like 3% now. I mean, dude, that's one thing I didn't like about Baltimore. Like, everybody was masked up. There was no problem. Like, nobody was sitting there trying to fight, like in the Kroger store, like, oh, mask. Like, you didn't have that in the Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts and like that. Everything. Everybody's pretty much on board with it. But then it was like, I was driving when I first got here. People were driving with their mask on. I'm like, dog,
in the car by
you
themselves.
don't need the car by yourself. You don't need your mask on. Like, you got a hyperventilator on there. Like,
right.
people were so ingrained with it that they were doing everything with their mask. So yeah. Very missed you. What happened to Alan? Not seen in a while. Yeah, Alan's been off of Warzone. When he's a Garmin Glow GPS receiver, becomes extremely accurate. It's almost like no reason for a GPS to not be accurate nowadays, though.
I know.
Good technology.
True.
I put them to the gators, waiting for people to start missing them. Well, I'm watching Swamp People. Maybe they'll pull them up.
Don't say that, Erie. You're going to incriminate yourself.
You'll be the Gator King.
That's right.
Okay, I was thinking you got out of line. Well, Alan out of line, that would never happen. ACV, don't cross mama. Yeah, said he wouldn't push me or feed me, so I had to get rid of him. Well, you would be like 800 pounds, though, too. Hey, Vanessa.
Yeah, but then it'd have been too late. He'd been too big.
Yeah. Being a Cypress Hill fan, Sweetwater Bird. You haven't had that one yet, though. You haven't had the insane OG version. I liked it, so I thought it was pretty good. That's the one Shannon didn't like, right? That's the one that we did at the Beer Fest.
Yeah, at the Beer Fest. Yeah, she didn't like that one.
She probably thought it was too dank for her.
Yeah. Yeah, it was something. She was like, oh, no. Well, of course, it's an IPA, too, so.
Yeah. We went first slot up to 5 months instead of 6 months out. Is that for the booster? I was going to wonder, are they still going to be doing boosters again?
I don't know.
How many left in the middle of the night? No clue where he is. Yeah. Wink, wink. I don't know where he is right now.
Yeah, I don't know. He said he'd be right back.
Oh, now they're talking immunocompromised. You get a shot every 3 months. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to go away. It's going to be an endemic that we're going to live with, I think. It'll be like the flu shot where people will take that. I hate up there. You see like Joe Biden or people say, hey, we're going to get over it. It'll be all done. Like, no, it's never really going to be done. It's always going to be kind of lingering out there now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, it's like, why do you say that stuff? That's like what hurts your credibility.
It'll be done enough to where you're not really talking about it anymore to being a problem.
Yeah, just like the flu or whatever.
You're right, exactly. Or just a common cold even.
Alan is going political on Facebook these days, old school. Yeah, he's dropping a few things out there. No question, gauntlet entry in the VA hospital today. They said vets can just walk in and still mask. Huh. That's why he went missing, Eric. Oh, yeah, he could actually he's doing his little thing still, but he's going to come back to Warzone eventually, I believe. He just hasn't reinstalled it back on. But yeah, But the Cuss and Fuss crew still rolls. We still roll. We stay in the
So,
spot.
what was he playing? Was he playing it too much and had to uninstall it to keep from playing it, or what was? Is there something that happened?
I mean, you could say playing, you could say raging. I mean, I guess they're kind of synonymous. So he was getting pissed off at the game and some of the people playing his stuff.
Enough said. Understandable.
Funny thing on the channels when Erie imitates Alan,
This is him off even more.
Yeah. And Shannon's getting close, people.
Just close because the door just opened.
Yeah, dogs are saying hi. Oh. So there's I want to play tonight and said, damn it, it's Thursday. Yeah. I was itching for it a little bit earlier, but I didn't have a chance to get it on before we did this and stuff. But tomorrow night will be Friday and definitely going to be playing some more there. Did some upgrades and some different things. Changed the system around. Me and Sue played for a bit last night, so definitely looking forward to getting back into it. Pissed is an understatement, right? Yeah, he didn't break a controller. He didn't throw anything at the TV set. So I mean,
I know his pain. The bad thing is, my pain, I still sucked at the game, so I shouldn't have been as mad as I got. But so in Alan's, I can see why he was probably pissed because he was actually good at it.
Yeah. Between EB and Tex, we don't got to say anything. The rest of the crew, we just play like they're cussing and screaming about everything. So makes it easy for us. Putin sent him over the edge. So is that something he put on Facebook right now? I haven't looked since the last one he posted, but somebody must have put him on edge there. Sometimes he rants around the house. I wish I had a remote for him. Would you put him on me, Aaron? Would you put him on me? He's sitting there banging the remote. We need new batteries. It ain't working.
It's because you broke it.
So, that being said, I need to jump over to a little bit of the beer news. Yeah, that's a high tech shit right there.
Wait, play it again. Is that some DGM there?
That's just coming at you like 3D. Eat your heart out, Steven Spielberg. I'm coming for you, son.
I'm gunning for you.
Denver, Colorado. Out there, we're thrashing Colorado. Obviously, we're in the midst of the whole Russian-Ukraine stuff. So, Calls to Arms Brewing is changing their name of their previous shirtless Putin beer to that now one supporting Ukraine. So, they had a beer they made as a kind of a joke about Putin when he didn't wear a shirt, remember, on the horseback and everything like that. So no name has been chosen, but what they're doing is every dollar from the new six-pack will be donated to the Ukraine UNICEF fund. So that's a nice move on their part. They're putting money towards trying to help out the kids in the Ukraine with everything taking place.
I wonder if that was the one I saw earlier. It might have been. Did it show what the can looked like?
No, they haven't done the can. Well, they showed the old can of him being shirtless, but they didn't show what the new thing is going to be yet. So they're still putting it together, but they're doing that to support Ukraine. And then speaking of the Ukraine, out of Boardman, Ohio, which, believe it or not, I've actually been through before, the local beer spot, which actually this is a popular chain, a Casual Pint. I don't know if you have any Casual Pints down in Louisville that you've ever been to. I know in Tennessee they have some.
No, I've been to one. It's kind of outside of Pigeon Forge,
but
maybe it's in Pigeon Forge. I don't know.
I think I've been to the one in Pigeon Forge you're talking about too. But they're showing support for Ukraine by selling Ukrainian beer, and they're trying to get patrons. They have 4 different ones they actually offer. So they're trying to get patrons to try those versus some of the other beers. They're still selling the other European stuff, but they're trying to do that to show support to get dollars back to the people in Ukraine for the different breweries and stuff too. So that was kind of cool on their part too. And that's the thing, if you're looking to experiment with some beers and you want to try some beers, see what they have in Ukrainian beers in your area. A lot of beer stores will have different stuff from overseas, and you can check out some beers from that country, and maybe some of your dollars, hopefully your dollars are going back to help some of the people there as well.
I know it's really beer related, but at our local liquor stores, they pulled off all their Russian vodkas off their shelf today. Or maybe it was yesterday.
Your local store there? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's been going around with some of the different stores for sure. And then out of Stillwater, Minnesota, Lift Brewing and a team of the women, they're women brewers of the brewery. They've launched a new Dunkelweizen named Free the Bib to celebrate International Women's Day, which is here in March, to help support locals in need. And they're basically raising funds and awareness with that. So good for them. 3 years ago, it was thought there were about 8 women brewers in Minnesota. So now they said there's about more than 20. So almost trifold, but little growth. But the growth is going forward, which again always blows my mind, because if you look back to the beginning of brewing, history says it was women that were the first brewers.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, how hard is it for women to get back into it when they started the damn thing? You figure that one out. And then in Chicago, do we have a battle going on? Do we have a battle, a Shandy war? Goose Island and Revolution. Yeah, Shandy, 2 beers you want to fight over, right? Goose Island and Revolution are dropping 2 beers of Shandies. Goose Island is dropping the 312 Lemonade Shandy, and Revolution is dropping the Freedom Lemonade. That's actually not a bad name for that, I guess. Goose Island coming in at 4.2 ABV. Revolution coming in at 4.5 ABV. And if you're a Shandy fan, check them out. Eric was here earlier from Chicago. Some of the other Chicago guys that watch here, Big Daddy, Dave, James. I'll have to find out from you guys, because I am not a Shandy person. So I will not be taking part in that one there. But may the best brewery win, so to speak. But if you're making Shandies, I'm going to knock you down a little bit maybe. And then for all you out there, if you ever debated about getting a mullet, here's your incentive to get a mullet. How about a year's worth of free beer?
If you grow a mullet?
If you grow a mullet. Natty Light, the great Natty Light, is looking to see who can step up to the challenge. A winner will be chosen, and a year's worth of Natty Light awaits that winner. So if you're thinking about growing a mullet, or you want to see about growing a mullet, check out the Natty Light website and find out more. And if you want to inquire, there's a thing where I think the top 10 people, they're going to give a whole package so they can get a haircut into a mullet, and they're going to be choosing the best one of the bunch, and you might get a free year Natty Light. I don't know what that'll do to your body.
What's their definition of a year's worth, though? Is that a case a month for a year, or?
I think it's a full year where you get like a card or whatever. I think you go use it or something. So it's I didn't really look too much into it, because I mean, one, I'm not growing a mullet, and 2 is Natty Light.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
So, you know what? Inflation's hitting hard on people, so some people might want that Natty Light for free.
And the mullet might just come natural, just because can't go get a haircut.
I mean, if you're the football coach of Oklahoma State, you're already out there. You might as well go ahead and try to get it now. I mean, he's already got the mullet down there. And then out of San Francisco, the San Francisco Giants, although you can't see them play anytime right now because of the lockout, they actually made history as the first MLB team to bring beer from a tribal-owned brewery to Oracle Park, as they team up with Mad River Brewing. So Mad River Brewing out of San Francisco, teaming up with the Giants. Big thing here, a little bit of a spoiler, but on March 15th, I will have the CEO of Mad River Brewing right here on the channel for our live stream. So make sure you guys watch out for that. We're going to be talking about all the stuff they're doing, all the good things they're making happen, how it's kind of been received with them being a tribal brewery. It's going to be a lot of good stuff. So I will be putting that out there. That'll be like at 8 o'clock Eastern. Haven't put it up on the channel yet, but I will be putting it up there this weekend. But that'll be a fun interview. I'm looking forward to sitting down with Linda and going through stuff they're doing. But that is cool. This week's Beer News. Yeah, boy. So that's what we got there.
If you want to look, you can pull it up with some additional beer news. You could pull up the Tailspin beer list if you wanted that I'm going to Saturday.
The Tailspin beer list, is it out?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you go to the website, just go tailspin.com, I guess is what it is.
Isn't that a cartoon from Disney, Tailspin? I'm going to get the cartoon.
Yeah, Tailspin Ale Fest, and it'll take you to the website. Then you can scroll into it, and it'll show what the beer list is.
Hellfest. A lot of people on one of the pictures there. Beer list. Let's see here. Oh, hello. Let's see. I gotta share my screen.
In case you're interested or not.
All right. Use cookies. Everybody uses cookies. Why do we still have to click accept? Every fucking site uses cookies. It's like any beer site that says you must be 21. Are you 21? Yes. Who's going to say no? I'm not 21 and get kicked off the beer site? Right. Dumbass shit. Hello, Ryan guys. Let's see. So this is the beer list. It is a subject to change. I'd piss you off if you wanted a beer to change that point, but got some Abita in there. Mardi Gras, PB and Jams, Purple Haze. I haven't had a peanut butter and jam beer in a while. That's what I had was from what's the one in Urban Artifact up in Cincinnati.
Oh yeah.
Guess the Grain, a beer. Is that the name of one of their beers, or they just
it's just called a beer.
Is it a lager or something?
It might be a Pilsner. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's a lager, Pilsner.
Yeah,
lager, so, yeah. I'm just thinking if it's a beer, it's probably a lager. Bo and Luke chocolate bar.
See, I think that's a new one. Maybe just for this. I'm not really sure because I haven't seen that one.
And for those of you watching that don't know, I mean, Bo and Luke is pretty popular for the beers they put out from Against the Grain, and that they're doing a variant of it for people to be digging. Check that out. The Rico Sovereign. I think I've had that before. I don't know if I had the double dry hop version though. Strawberry rhubarb.
They've got some sour. Yeah, so they've got some I've not seen, so could just be like brewery only type deals that they're kegging or whatever at the fest.
London Bale and barrel aged barley wine. Oh, you got Apocalypse there. Apocalypse has some good decent stuff. Atrium. I've heard of Atrium, but not had any of their stuff.
Peanut butter, little devil Atrium is really good. So they got that lemon cake boy. So that's a series, like I don't know. It's a sour series that they do, but they all have like boy in them. So I just picked one up a couple weeks ago from the brewery, and it was I had it on the show last week as a chocolate covered cherry boy sour. It's really good. Yeah, they're Atrium's probably one of the better breweries in town right now.
Bearded Iris will be in the house. Nice. I haven't had their home style in a long time. I do like their home style IPA.
Yeah.
Hop Slam. Hop Slam here is like $14.99, so it's actually less here.
Oh wow.
Where we were up there. Yeah.
Yeah, Bell's usually they're kind of like a sponsor of them. We usually do like a lot of stuff in the grab bags for the VIP people.
That Merlot barrel aged wild one, I would definitely give that a go. I've kind of gotten into some of the wine barrel beers lately.
I'm kind of curious, even though I know it's a cider, but that mango habanero, the Blake's El Chavo mango habanero, that kind of sounds interesting.
I will say from the ciders I've had from some of the different ones, Blake's is probably my favorite cider maker that I've had thus far.
Yeah.
Blue Stallion, well, that's Alltech, basically. Although Kama Sutra coffee porter? Is it coffee before the Kama Sutra or after?
I'm wondering if that Braxton Dark Charge, Imperial Stout and Castle and Key, what is that? Is that a bourbon?
It's got to be a bourbon, yeah.
Or whiskey or something.
It's got to be barreled in Castle and Key. But if it says Dark Charge, I'm like, sign me up.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
They had them last year. Well, I say last year, but it was last October, which it was last year, but not that long ago. They did have a dark charge, but it wasn't that one. So.
The Brooklyn Black Chocolate. I think I've had that before. That's actually pretty decent as well.
And there's Butchertown on there, which is part of the collaboration of that sour I was just drinking.
Banana pastry sour and berry hug sour. Chimera Evolution. I haven't heard of no Chimera Evolution.
Yeah, that's
barrel porter.
That's a brewery in Louisville, also.
You know, I mentioned the other cider. I think
a lot of their stuff is like vegan based. I don't know about sure their beers are not, but like their food restaurants all like vegan based food.
I've mentioned the other cider from Blake's, but I've never had Cider Boys. But I did hear Cider Boys is pretty decent if you like cider. Cider Guys is Rhine Guys Brewery's cider. I got some Cigar City up there. The Medora Brown Ale is pretty good from Cigar City. Country Boy Coffee Stout's usually pretty good. They got a barrel aged version.
Yeah.
Shotgun Wet and Vanilla Brown Ale. I haven't had that variant.
Definitely interested in that one for sure.
I wonder if you get the Kentucky Brew Crew there. Radar and all the guys, because they're right there.
I was gonna say, I bet, because aren't they from Louisville? Or
they're pretty close to it.
Close to, I think.
Yeah. Dogfish Head Wild Hop. Dreaming Creek. Yeah, so you got the call coming in. Sweet Baby Jesus and Sweet Baby Java. Don't want to offend the Baptists. No, just joking. The Patriarch Macchiato. I've had the Patriarchy Macchiato mix. I thought that was all right. A little thin, as Paul would say. A little thin, but decent taste.
I do want to get that Ethereal, which they're out of Lexington. That Baba Yaga. It's an Imperial Stout. It's supposed to be really good. They do a bunch of variants for them, but I've not had any of it.
You got Fatheads, which people love the bumbleberry in the Midwest. Mm-hmm. St. Fatty's Irish Ale. That's
St. Fatty's.
I don't know. It's kind of funny, but then again, it's like, is it offensive? Should we be laughing at? Like, how's that going to go over with the crowd that gets like, "Hey, what are you calling it?"
They could be the sponsor for 1,000-Pound Life or whatever.
You could. I mean,
sponsored by St. Fatty's Irish Ale.
There are not so small beer drinkers out there, right? So yeah, like. St. Fatty's Irish Ale.
So I'm kind of interested in that Flying Dog Royal Crush Orange. I know it's a wheat ale. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to have like an Orange Crush soda type vibe to it or something.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. That Belgian style IPA with pineapple would be interesting though.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good too. Tropical bitch.
Flywheel. Let's skip the other F word.
Yeah.
Oh, you got Fretboard coming down. They actually do some good beers in Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They actually they had 1 year. Peter Frampton's from Cincinnati, and they had one of their kegs that ran through one of Peter Frampton's guitars, which was pretty cool. They wanted to
now the Gallant Fox.
Yeah.
The one right there. You're getting ready to scroll past
Derby City.
The milk's the one right below that one.
Jamborana? Okay.
I think it came out today in cans, and the lime pie sour came out today.
Wow.
Count Fox. Yeah, they do some good stuff. So I'm really not so much. I'm not huge on the lime, but that sounds pretty good. I'll probably try that one. But I definitely want to try that milk stout with the Amberana aging or whatever, Amberana wood or whatever. You
got Goodwood there, which they're right there in their backyard. Interesting. You have Gordon Bursch. So Gordon Bursch, I've been to in Columbus.
Yeah, we have one in Louisville also.
Okay, I didn't realize that. Yeah, so, they're more like a restaurant that does. They're kind of like I wouldn't even say like a pizza, kind of a rock bottom type thing, I guess. So,
right? Yeah. So during like Louisville Beer Week which I think was a couple months ago. They do some collabs with some of the local breweries, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I had some when I was in Columbus. I had some decent ones when I was there. Great Lakes, Bourbon Barrel Aged Alberta Clipper. Wow.
I bet you like the from Gravely there, that rock beer.
Oh, I would love to try
Smoke
that.
Signals.
Yeah.
I haven't had it. So I'm gonna try to grab that one. Bad thing is I see the list and I see all and I need to write them down, but then when I go over there, it's just like whatever. I forget about half the ones. I want to go try to find.
That's the problem with Beer Festival.
I know. There's so many, and it's like, whatever.
Hive Barrel peanut butter and jelly mead. That sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm. I thought I saw a PB and J one on there somewhere.
Yeah.
I think it must have been that one.
And then High Water, coffee chocolate. You have to if you try the coffee chocolate vanilla Imperials, that'd be interesting how that tastes.
I definitely will look that one out because I like all the 10W. Actually, this past weekend they came out with one King Cake 10W40.
Yeah, you go see if Kinsey's actually there too. She might be there for them.
Oh, working the booth or whatever.
Yeah. How was it? Hosopple? I haven't heard of them.
Hosopple, yeah, they're in Louisville also. They do some really good IPAs.
Nice.
So that strawberry milkshake IPA, you just scrolled past it. That's probably gonna be really good.
That one there, strawberry milkshake IPA.
And then Hometown is a new one that just opened up a couple weeks ago, I believe.
Got Kentucky Yale, which I feel like they're trying. They're trying to get, and it's like I see that bourbon barrel aged chocolate peanut butter style. Like, well, they're trying to do something. So
I saw that. I think I saw that on Facebook where they're having bottles, but I don't know if that's just a brewery thing only. So I was kind of excited to see that because I'm not usually big on their stuff, but
yeah.
I mean, chocolate peanut butter, I got to at least try that. I don't care.
I bet they have it in bottles as they're seasonal right now.
Right.
Lagunitas in the house, a little something daytime. Mad Trees in the house. Citra High coming in. I love some Citra High.
Mm-hmm.
My favorites from them. Mile Wide, great stuff from them. Hurricane Quiet Science American Sour. It's a title. That's the title for sure. Golden Ticket Chocolate Porter.
Well, then you get Mirror Twin in there. Me, and Mr. PB Porter with Reese's Cups. Okay.
Yeah, that would be something I'd be all over that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably what I'll do tomorrow is I'll go through the list and I'll write down some of them and be like, okay, I need to try to find these for sure.
Monic Almas Hefe. I know Shannon be over that one. She loves her hefs. You can write that down for her.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, there's quite a few heffies there.
I would tell you that New Belgium 1554. That's a good lager. It's a black lager.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had that one.
That's pretty good. I've had that in a bottle.
Then you got Noble Funk down there, which I think is also a new brewery around here.
Yeah.
I got that peanut butter chocolate batch. So I wonder if 007 ES says 007 ESB. So is that a bitter?
It's extra special bitter. Yeah, extra special bitter. Yeah.
But a peanut butter chocolate one, that's kind of interesting.
It was kind of interesting as a bitter too, because bitter usually the peanut butter chocolates are porters or stouts. So that'll be interesting.
And that old Louisville, I've been there. It's they got some pretty.
You put jalapeno
some of the stuff's pretty tasty.
I'm in the jalapeno citrus cider. I would give that a try because I like.
Oh
spice.
Yeah, okay. Well, then I was looking up above that one was the chocolate mint.
Yeah, chocolate mint stout. Get it with some Thin Mints with some Girl Scout cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Pivot, I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one either.
Platforms there. Platform. I didn't really hear much about Platform anymore. Ever since they went under AB and Bev, it's kind of like they kind of went down a little bit. Ryan Geist is there. Yeah, I would definitely say get that Bourbon Barrel Aged Black is Beautiful. I got a review up to put up on the channel on that one that I picked up. That is really good.
Yeah, I do. I do want to try that one for sure.
It's an oatmeal stout. That Cheetah Lager, I wasn't as impressed with the Cheetah Lager, but I'm more of an ale guy. Cheetah Lager was okay, but it wasn't great for me. Well, they got cold snap, so Shannon can get her cold snap fix on.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, they do have the cold snap. Rod said you be able to get your fix on.
I don't think that's what it was.
I bet it was.
I really don't.
We've had it since, and the bottle is not.
I know, but
That's not what you think it was.
I like the bottle one, but I don't think that's what I had at the beer festival.
Oh, okay.
I said you might want to try that Sabretooth Imperial IPA though. That's really a good one from. That's one of my favorite IPAs from Ryan Geis.
Yeah, I don't think I've had that one.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Scout and Scholar, haven't heard of them before.
They do some pretty good stuff. They're out of like, it's not Lexington, but Bowling Green or something maybe.
Ooh.
Can't remember where they're from, but they do some.
Like, come on, baby.
I think they're fairly new as well. I say fairly new, within the last year anyway.
Shiner Pecan Porter. I've had that. That's actually not a bad porter. Oh, you got to do the bourbon. Sierra Nevada's bringing the bourbon barrel aged narwhal. That's always worth a try.
Oh yeah, for sure. And in that shipping port, they opened up last summer. And you were talking about women and being brewers and stuff. It's a woman-owned and brewer. She brews her own stuff there, which she was the head brewer at Against the Grain, and now she opened up her own brewery.
Oh, nice.
I haven't yet been there, but I've heard their stuff. I had some of their stuff last fall at the beer fest, and it's pretty good. So
Stone's got the Buena Vista, Sun King. I haven't had Sun King in a long time. When lights go out, coffee porter. Then Sweetwater's in the house. Oh, we got a 710 hazy double IPA. Interesting. I've not seen that anywhere. Swill Dog Caramel Apple Cider.
Blueberry wheat ale.
Yeah. I think I may have seen that one.
Oh, it must just be a cider company.
Yeah, that caramel apple cider, though, does sound interesting enough. Sycamore Brewing is actually pushing a lot of their stuff out that I've been seeing. I get like a lot of stuff pop up with them on Instagram after I did a couple of their beers before. Tropical Kush IPA. Well, it's got Kush in the name, so you have to give it a try. I see what you did there, marketing. I see what you did, and I'm in for it. So, I got a coffee cream ale. Yeah, they're out of Charlotte. They're out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Special Brownies Chocolate Stout.
Yeah. 1020, the Machine Russian Imperial Stout.
1020, they might have the nicest brewery in town. Maybe, I don't know, tri-state area probably. It's super nice. I'd hate to see, and it's pretty new, like within a year.
Yeah.
Maybe a year. I'd hate to see how much money they dumped into that, because that thing is, I mean, it's huge, but it's all like marble and pillars, and it's, granite. It's super nice. And the beers are pretty good, but they must be making their money back, because they definitely rent it out all the time for like private parties and receptions and all kinds of shit. Because every time we've been over there, it's like part of it's just blocked off. You can't even go into because it's, being rented out or whatever.
Yeah. Terrapin. Terrapin's always hit and miss for me. They're another AB and Bev, but they got the Hopsecutioner, which actually I like. But that Wake and Bake Imperial sounds interesting. The Moohoo, if you never had the Moohoo, it tastes like a Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. The peanut butter pretzel Moohoo.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I mean, everybody's got some peanut butter stuff going on this year. I'll get down for that.
Let's see, the Void Sake Company. Huh. But then the Gory, the Messenger Tsunami, and the Seltzer. Interesting. Three Floyds in the house. You can't really go wrong with Three Floyds, can you?
No. And Toppling Goliath,
yeah.
To be determined. Like, why do you not know what you're bringing?
Yeah, Upwind's another one I get down here, too. They're out of Indiana. So Upwind has the barrel-aged s'mores teddy bear kisses, so I'd be definitely up for that. I tell you what, the champagne velvet, I don't know if you ever had that or not, but that is one of the crisp and clean lagers I like as well from a craft brewery.
So their brewery they have here, I guess off-site brewery, whatever you call it, restaurant,
like tap house or something.
Yeah, because I don't think they actually brew here, but you can buy all their stuff here. But every day of the week, they have one beer that's like a special. I'm thinking it's like $3 a pour or something like that.
Yeah.
And Champagne Velvet, like on Tuesdays or on Thursdays or something, is their beer of the day. So you can drink those all day long for, I think it's $3 or $4. It ain't much, $3 maybe.
Yeah, it's a good lager to do it too.
And the last time we were there, it happened to be the day that was the beer. So I was like, okay, that's what I'm drinking. You know, why not for $3? I was like, yes.
Like barkeep. Set me up.
Right. And like you said, it's a good one.
Yeah. I am in the wind, my friend. Pedal to the Kettle Sour. Sounds decent. Southern Hemisphere IPA. Then you got Urban Artifact that's going to be there. I've had the Kumquat Goza, the Pinwheel. Haven't had the Misrule. I've had the Kaleidoscope before, which is pretty good. West 6, good beer as well.
Yeah,
Double chocolate snake cake.
I have just the regular chocolate snake cake bottled out, which I had on Black Friday. I haven't had it yet, so double chocolate. I'll definitely have to check that one out.
You got Wisebird, there's cider. We got Wiseacre there, which is good beers. I've had I've done a short, so the Gotta Get Up to Get Down coffee milk stout. That's some tasty shit. So
really, okay.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend that one. That's the only thing I think I've had from Wiseacre. I can remember right now, but that's what I did at Party Town when I was going through, and this is really good. I miss stores you could actually drink while you shop. We don't have that.
Right? Yeah.
They got spots you can go over sit and drink in a store, but you can't walk around drinking that thing.
Yeah, we don't have any of those here.
Yeah.
That I know of anyway.
And then there's Woodchuck, and then you have Yazoo. Yazoo's kind of like for me, I kind of like looking at it as a discount type brewery. Like, I don't know if they're worth it from anything I've had from them as of yet, but I haven't had anything in a while, but I was not impressed with the stuff.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there too, because first time I had them was in Tennessee, which they're out of Tennessee, I believe, right?
Right.
I think. So
I believe, yeah.
A few times, when we've been down there, I was like, okay, yeah, I always hear good things, and I've gotten them, and I'm like, yeah, they're okay. Then I saw they were, got distribution here, and I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm not,
Yeah.
Which I had to have advice, and so I'm sure I'll probably try that, because I'm sure she'll want to stop there and get that one for sure.
That's a mighty fine list, I will say that.
Yeah, it really is a good beer fest.
You know what else is mighty fine? Me cracking open another beer here.
Yeah, not too far behind you.
So for another week, I'm going to do this one here. And the review is coming on this one. I just have to, my reviews are all behind. I had Tony. He was like, aren't you in Baltimore now? But your review is Cincinnati. Like, the magic of YouTube. It's just, it goes when it goes. And it's not always real time. But I'm going to have another one of these Cream Team. For those that haven't seen it, from Flying Dog, it is a coffee and cookies and cream stout.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, milk stout, 9.5% ABV. That triple I had was like 10, by the way. So
we don't get a ton of Flying Dog anymore. I think we see like the Pearl Necklace and the Raging Bitch.
Yeah. Kind of, they're two big ones for them, so you kind of see the bigger ones,
right? Yeah, just their main, like the mainstays.
Well, this was their seasonal for this year, or this season, I guess I should say, not this year, but this season as well. It's pretty decent. Definitely dessert beer.
I feel like, I don't know, 8-9 years ago we used to get them all the time, but kind of like a lot of things, you just don't see it anymore. It just kind of falls away, and you don't see them as much.
Well, I think part of it is somebody that are in the market now, and
that's
you talked earlier about distribution and who's in with what now. So
yeah,
some are taking up the other spots.
like I don't see a ton of like Firestone much anymore, other than like their Parabola and like their box, like their box. I don't know what you say, like their box special beers or whatever, like the Parabola and the other ones that they have, that's in the box. Don't really see a lot of their mainstay stuff though. It seems.
Somebody down.
Do I?
Is there somebody down over there?
No. Shannon was putting something in the air fryer. She wondered if I wanted some. I was like, yeah, just a couple. Some fried mushrooms. But I don't see a lot of their stuff anymore.
Yeah. And yeah, it's probably based on, they look at the metrics, distribution, what's being sold, what's not, and either they got off a list or maybe they just weren't selling as much there.
A lot of the big brewery stuff we don't see a whole lot of anymore, it seems. Yeah.
Let me see here. Got away from the comments a little bit. Let me take a look here. Erie said, when the two make up to cuss and fuss alone, talking about Tex and Allen. You got your part there too, Erie. I'm just saying. It's not, you got your part in there as well. If anything, me and Soup are probably the two quietest.
Pass the blame, yeah. I'm going to grab me a beer.
Yeah, all right. And Blake has his part too. Yeah, mute. I just crashed on a rant to himself. Does Alan rant to himself at times? Halloween and UNICEF. No, that's old school. Shandy suck. We got Big Daddy in the house sipping Hofbrau. Stone Cold. Cheers, y'all. Cheers,
There's Big Daddy.
Yeah, that was out of Chicago with the Shandies you got coming out from Goose Island and Revolution. So you might want to walk over there and ask them, what the hell are y'all doing? Yes, a mullet. A mullet gets you a free beer for a year from Natty Life. I don't want a week's worth of Natty Light. Eric said, yeah.
No kidding.
There's some people that drink it up like crazy. I mean, someone's buying a 30 packs. What did you just put up there?
3 Floyd's Laser Snake.
Oh, Laser Snake. They can that now. I've only seen it in the bottle before. Oh, yep. Nice.
Yeah, they're actually canning, I think, pretty much all their stuff now, I believe.
Erie said if it was for a good beer, but come on, Erie with a mullet, that'd be kind of funny. If it was a good beer.
That would be funny.
Beer news badass. What the I'm trying to bring the high tech, Big Daddy. I'm trying to bring the high tech. South of Maryland and north of Toronto, the mullet is year round.
So all I got to do is just sign up for the giveaway then.
You know what, Gilbert? And that's where Natty Light sales seem to come from. I think you're onto something, my friend. Hey, what's up, James? Cheers, homie.
There's James?
Yeah, like all the Chicago people show up when I do the Shandy Awards in Chicago. Like their heads went off. Like, wait a minute, why is there Shandies up here?
Oh, we're missing out.
Fathead's a decent brewery. I've been to their pub in North Canton, Ohio. Yeah, Fathead's is decent. Sorry, my turn to play. All right, no problem, CB. It was always great having you here, homie. You got a house full, get the kids taken care of. I'm sure they're enjoying the time with the rest of the family, too. Want some extra kids? I'll send you Kendall. She's in the mood just like Alan. She's been trying to drop off Kendall for a while now.
Poor Kendall.
There's only 6 left here tonight. Oh, only 6. Well, there you go. You got the number coming down. So that's a good thing. Goodwood. That's what she said, Gilbert. Yeah. First time I saw that brewery, I was like, that's the name of the brewery? Yeah, well, it is what it is. I had Irish great parents and St. Fatty's is funny. Yeah, see? I think someone take it as funny, but Gilbert from society today, like
you're right.
Somebody could be at the festival, like, I don't like the name of that beer. Like,
yeah, that's offensive.
I see Gilbert working. Gilbert like, well, go to the next booth then.
Right. Move along. Move along.
Oh, this one is like 6 alone. She's a mess. She's a con artist. Since she found out we are pushing out Myrtle Beach trip, she now wants chicken since we aren't going. She's trying to work the room. I mean, that's what she does. Used to go to Cape Breton, as close as you get to Ireland, Nova Scotia. I would love to get to Ireland at some point. There's still parts of Canada I wouldn't mind seeing though either.
Yeah.
Goodwood is a village north of me, northwest of me. Getting a plate area, right? She's working area. She knows what to do.
That's
She's
right.
working, Mom. Pizza pops are ready. What's a pizza pop? So like a bagel, pizza bagel?
I don't know.
Seriously, did Imperial Berliner Weiss. Honestly, I've had an Imperial Berliner Weiss before.
Really?
Yeah, it was like for an Imperial, the way they was kind of doubled. It was like I think it was like 7.5%. I don't even think it was a full 8, but they're able to claim it at 7.5 now, and it was all right. I mean, brewers are pushing the bounds and stuff.
Oh yeah.
There'll be a barbecue in a few months. Yeah, barbecue and all the family will come back again, and you'll be smoking it in the sauna. CB. Peanut butter and jelly with pistachio pookie the other day. It was terrible. I don't even know what pookie is, but it doesn't sound like it's good.
I was going to say.
Is it poochie or pookie?
Yeah, sure. Either way, it doesn't sound good. I don't know.
For me, it's put it on someone else's plate.
You pass.
Pass.
What you got next?
It's like that scene in Office Space when he's trying to name the guy. He's like, not gonna be working here anymore. Like he can't say his last name.
No, you're not gonna be working here anymore.
Or hawk food. We're missing 3 chickens now. Oh wow. Well, you got the hawks and the wolves that like to hunt chickens. Chicken hawk. Aiming for that Scout and Scholar Imperial Rye for sure. Yeah, Imperial Rye would be nice too. So that was there on the list. Let me find Old Flying Dog and never a stout. Yeah, they got the stouts. It's just where you find them. Like I said, this is their seasonal right now, cookies and cream, and it's a decent stout. I think a pizza pop was like a pop over with pizza ingredients. I don't even know what a pop over is though. What is a pop over?
It's like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean
Pop Tart or something maybe.
Pop overs, kind of like a roll or something. Pop overs, light roll made from egg batter, baked in a special pan. Yeah. I guess the Yorkshire pudding in England. Yeah. Haven't had them. Hadn't had them. Berliner Weiss are in the mid-3s, so 7 is legit. Yeah. Well, it used to be, you always thought because of the styles, it had to be 8%, but like IPAs can be Imperials at 7.5 as well. So they kind of do that for different styles now.
Yeah.
You know. Just trying to say it's twice as much, but people say triple IPAs, although technically there's no listing for a triple IPA. People kind of just throw it out there like a 12 or something. Or 11 or whatever the number is. But yeah.
It's kind of over 10, isn't it? Just kind of over 10.
Something like that. It's just like, I think on Hot Butcher sent me stuff, it was like a triple and it was like 12 on their stuff, I think. Or
yeah.
Maybe it was.
It was very generic, I know that.
Yeah. People just guessing that shit, throwing darts at the dartboard.
Yeah.
That's the craft beer world for you. It's just like a pizza pocket. Okay, now we're talking. Now I know what you're talking about. Pizza pocket. I haven't had one in a long time.
Like a
pocket.
Like a hot pocket? Yeah.
Yeah, fold it over.
Okay.
Hot pocket. I haven't had one of those in like ages. Probably a reason for that. But
probably.
But they're caught up in all the comments and everything. But no, it looks like you guys are gonna have a great time, and that's this weekend for Tailspin, right?
Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah. So that'll be
So we bought our well, it's sold out now. I think some of the liquor stores over in Louisville they're a sponsor, so they think they have a few tickets left that you can get from, but if you buy them online, they're sold out.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's a bus that leaves from two places over here. One's at Upland, and the other one's at the New Albanian, which is just like 5 or 6 miles from our house. So for like $15, it's like a school bus. You can get on the bus; they'll take you over and bring you back, so you don't have to worry about driving or parking. Closer to home. So, but also included in it, it's like $15. But also included in it, while you're at the brewery waiting for your ride, you can get an appetizer and a beer included. So it's not really, that bad, honestly.
No, that's actually pretty good, actually.
So when I bought our ticket for the bus pass, and Shannon's brother did the same thing, I got an email, which I just saw it today, and it said, email us if your bus pass. So we didn't get the VIP because it was already sold out. So we got general admission, which is fine. It's still 4 hours. VIP is 5 hours. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. No big deal. You just get in an hour early with VIP. But anyway, so I got an email and it said, so VIP gets in at 2, general admission is at 3, and the VIP bus leaves at 1:30. Well, the bus pass that we got says it leaves at 1:30. So I got the email today, and it says if you've got a general admission ticket, and your bus pass says 1:30, it's wrong. You need to have the 2:30 pass. So they're willing to trade them out, but I'm like, why are you waiting just like 2 days before the actual thing to try to get it changed?
Somebody probably screwed up and it was a oops.
So I was asking her brother. I called him. I was like, let's see if he saw it. And he's like, no, I didn't know that. So I sent it to him. I was like, you might want to email him. We could still go, but it said, you'll get there, but you just won't be able to get in until the general admission is able to get in. So you'll be standing there waiting for an hour to get in. And I was like, I don't want to do that,
But you were trying to get the hour early, right? Like you were.
Well, I mean, you can ride the bus. They just won't let you in with a general admission pass for the VIP time.
Until that time,
Yeah, so they're wanting you to not take the VIP time. I guess to take away from somebody that might have a VIP, ticket. So, So I was asking him. I was like, well, when I bought mine, it didn't give me a choice. It only said buy your ticket. So I did, and that's what it came back. It was 1:30. So I asked him. I was like, did it give you? Did you remember seeing an option? He's like, no. He said, I just did the same thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen on that. I mean, we still have a ride over, so I'm not really worried about it. It's just a matter of whether we stand there for an hour to get in.
Yeah, I almost feel like there's a way to
kind of
honor those or something.
Yeah, which would kind of suck.
Yeah.
But the bus passes are sold out too, so I guess they're at capacity. So I don't know how they're going to be able to work that out. So it's going to be interesting to see, what happens like tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, Hot Pocket Saturday cartoons. I mean, that's the morning of a Gen Xer back in the day.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. Holy shit, I'm sending you both a banana cream pie, Berliner Weiss. What a quinky dink. Really?
Oh, that sounds good.
6.5%. Pretty yummy. Big Daddy's enjoying it.
Which Big Daddy, I haven't forgot about you yet. I got your package ready. I just need to get it out.
In Canada, Hot Pockets are known as Crostini hot garbage. They weren't really all that great here, but people, they were cheap and easy to do. So we were able to just pop them out and enjoy. Let's see here. I was going to say something. I can't remember what it was.
Hold on.
Was Shannon she's still making the mushrooms?
Yeah, she just got him out of the fryer or out of the air fryer.
And the dogs came out like, I smell something.
Well, our greyhound tried to sneak in our room, so she's telling her to get out. So she's trying to get in there to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty decent one for sure. Yeah, I gotta get Big Daddy things. I'll wait. Big Daddy will send me his thing. I can actually get his address off of it then and send stuff back.
I can send it to you. I've got it.
Yeah, that works too. Just gotta get everything all put together. But no, I didn't even say I was gonna do a boxing on it. So I ended up had some free money to mess around with the other day.
Money.
Decided to get a new beer glass. So I got the Spiegel, this beer glass here. This is a barrel aged beer glass. Got the box. So you got the Spiegel label on it. What are you? Do you leave it on there like the kids do with the caps nowadays? Just leave it on there like it's new still. Like, dude, you're walking around 3 weeks with that cap. Take the damn tag off of it.
Right. Just leave it on.
It was new like 3 weeks ago. Well, it's worse when it's like grown men. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's not just like it's on the top of the bill, on the underneath bill. It's like all over.
Yeah.
Just leave it on there.
And then I had like a gift card to find out some stuff too. So I ended up getting these weird like beer stickers. There was a thing on Amazon, so I can put them over the beer fridge. So it's like all kinds of different beer stickers they sent to this thing. So I don't know what they all look like because I haven't opened it up yet. So then I got another set of beer glasses. I need something to open this thing.
You know what you're doing. You're just causing yourself more shit to pack up when you move again.
Well, I'll leave these in the boxes here for sure. But let's see. The spec opener. There's like 4 in this one here.
Is that from Amazon also?
Yeah. And these are like the etched.
I like that one.
What do you call it? Nuclear type glasses, where you actually put beer in it. And
Yeah, it's kind of like that one,
right? And
similar. And I love those glasses.
The bottle does the carbonation and stuff. So.
Oh, okay. I don't think mine's etched in the bottom. It might be. But I like that style of glass because it's just kind of good it's just neutral. Like it's good for everything.
Yeah, I didn't have any of these kind. So I was like, oh, I'm about to go to get them. And then I got one more coming tomorrow, which is like 4 of the Nonic pints, which are like the English pint glasses, where you have like the knob on it at the top, so they're easier to grip and stuff. So I'm having those ones rather than the shaker pints. So I just need a few to add to the collection there. But I was like, what else do I have to spend this money on? No, I'll do this and do that. And I got some other stuff like more shit, like tax programs and shit like that.
Does Janice ask you about like why do you need more glasses for?
No, she
don't get on you for that.
No,
because Shannon gets on me. She's like, "That's all you need is another glass." I'm like, "It's downstairs at the bar anyway. What difference does it make to you? You don't even see it."
No, she does all part of it and everything, so she's usually fine with it.
Oh, okay. Or get some like stickers and stuff when we go to the beer fest or whatever. You know, I get stickers and the bottle openers or whatever. And she's like, "That's all you need." I'm like, "Why not? What difference does it make?"
At one point, I had like my whole sunglass collection were beer sunglasses. I had like 12 different glasses from different breweries. Like, why buy sunglasses? I got all these sunglasses for free from all these breweries.
Right.
Yeah. If I did have any hoarder tendency, it'd be towards the beer stuff, I guess. But I keep it moderate. You don't go crazy with it.
Well, I was just wondering because they were so much alike.
Yeah.
You know, and everything else. So I was wondering if she gave you a hard time about that too.
Yeah. No, she's not. Well, usually the stuff's in my office anyway, so it doesn't usually affect her too much. But yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I said. I was like, it's, you don't have to deal with it. So what difference does it make?
Like when we moved, she was like, "Well, this is mostly all your stuff." Like I did have most of the boxes and stuff. Got a lot of beer stuff. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I have a few of those glasses. Really use them, so I wouldn't break them. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I have other ones like you guys have seen when I had the bookcase behind me, where they're all from breweries. I really used them because I didn't want to mess them up. So I do want to
Right.
use those some more, but I like the design of it behind me, which at some point, whenever we get to the next place, I'll start putting that stuff back up again. I'll have to get a new bookcase too for that. Because the one I had, it was like last leg. Like, she took all the glasses off, the bookcase started cracking in. Like, oh man, like this thing was barely together. I could have lost a bunch of glassware on this thing.
Oh
So
man, yeah, that would have sucked.
I had it at the right angle, so yeah, I got rid of it.
I have lost several glasses just from people either dropping them or getting knocked over and they break. Or
Yeah.
I had one glass one time. A friend of mine, he was over and we were drinking beer, and all he did was pick it up. He picked it up to drink it, and the bottom fell off of it.
I've had that happen with mason glasses before. Yeah.
And it was like a perfectly, almost looked like it was a perfect cut around the glass. And it was like, what the hell? Let it.
Yeah.
And I drank it. I've drank out of that glass a million times.
It's weird when it happened. Like I said, it was just like,
yeah. And he was looking like, what the hell? He was like, I'm sorry. He was like, it's not your fault. I mean, there's no way you could have easily, could have dropped, made a perfectly circle cut out of that. And
it was like a
a
laser cut or something.
Yeah, it totally was. And I was like, that was so weird.
Yeah. Hey, Trez is in. What is up, Trez? What's up, homie?
What's up, Trez?
Yeah, it's definitely been a while. I haven't got a chance to tell you. I'm actually in Baltimore now, too. So we haven't caught up in a bit, but we ended up moving to Baltimore. So if you're ever down here in the B-more, let me know as well. And then I'll let you know when I'm back up there, too. But good to see you as well, homie. Your team almost made it to the Super Bowl again, but they fell short to the Rams. I thought it was going to be a 49ers. I was like, the 49ers make it because Trez is a big Niners fan. If the Niners make it again, I'm like, the Bengals would have to feel cursed. Like, they can't get to the Super Bowl.
Right.
They have to face the Niners.
Right. That would have been so weird.
We know how that worked out the first two times. Although the Rams were the same ending, but yeah.
But Bengals could have been like, okay, third time's a charm.
Yeah. Bengals would be fine if it was 58 minutes instead of 60 minutes.
I know.
Every Super Bowl was that last 2 minutes that's done them in.
Right. That's true.
Well, that and the refs. Yeah. We moved here at the end of January. So wife took a new gig, and with my job, I'm fully remote, so I can go anywhere. So it makes it easy. We got Skip in the house dropping in now from Canada.
What's up, Skip?
Skip? Cheers, homie. New place is doing all right, so won't be going to any baseball games anytime soon, even though I'm next to the Orioles Stadium. So
yeah, that sucks.
But, yeah. Just when I thought I might take up baseball, I can't go to the game. So
you're like, nope. Not so much.
But the city's got a lot of different stuff here happening, and it's a little bit different. Like the grocery stores here, I feel like are better in Cincinnati than what they are here. Like their stores don't have, at least a couple I've been to, don't have as much of the stuff that we had there. It's just like more condensed, at least the ones I've went to thus far. And the beer scene is smaller here than what it is in Cincinnati, but
well, that's probably the case in most places than Cincinnati.
But the seafood has been banging thus far that we've had. We actually went to dinner tonight. I had to pick her up from work, and we decided to try to find somewhere. We went to a sushi ramen place. We ended up having sushi and some ramen, but it was actually pretty decent. Yeah, literally in tears, right? I mean, I thought for sure that was going to be the 49ers and Bengals, but yeah. But they got to figure out what they're going to do with Jimmy G out there, I guess. So.
Yeah, sounds like he's going to be going.
Yeah. St. Ambrose, no Nick Pint, and people offer me 40 to 50 because it's so wow. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with unique glasses. There was one of the Facebook groups I was in. One of the people was asking about ideas what to do with her glassware because she had a bunch, and it was like, donate her. I said, you can donate it, but you could sell some of that. I said, you got a TQ I see that people will pay for crazy because people love those. Beer glassware has, some money in it if you just want to sell it or whatever. There's some pretty cool beer glasses that people create that make them fun and interesting. I see some of the ones on Instagram that are kind of pretty sweet looking. I'm like, oh, that's a pretty cool looking one there.
Yeah, they do have some pretty nice ones for sure.
Yeah, can't underestimate good beer glassware. Hashtag proper glassware.
I agree.
Yeah, so
I agree.
it's good to have a mix of the different glasses.
So how close there in Baltimore are you to beaches?
Beaches, like to go to the
Mhm.
ocean, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I'm on the western part of it, so I'm on the inside of the harbor.
Okay.
But to go to the beach for like the Ocean City, Maryland, probably I want to say within an hour or so.
Oh, okay. That's not bad then.
Let me see. I almost feel like it might be easier for me to go to Atlantic City than to go to Ocean City for whatever reason. Let me see directions for my location. Yeah, I take that back. It's 2 hours and 34 minutes, so it's longer than I thought it was to Ocean City.
Oh, okay.
But if I go to Atlantic City, there's nobody really goes to Atlantic City for the beach anymore. You go to Wild
You're
World or
right.
something.
Yeah.
2 hours 36. Oh, split the difference. It's about the same. So yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
But whoa, man. Just taking a look at the map here. So yeah.
So how far are you from like DC then? You're not that far.
Oh,
Then, are you?
DC's an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm not too far from Annapolis either.
That's what I was going to say. That was my next question.
Yeah, New York would take me 3 hours to New York City.
Oh, that ain't bad then.
No. I could actually go from here to Boston.
What about the Philly?
Philly's only like 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
From here to Boston is 6.5 hours. So
Shannon's
that's not
cousin.
bad.
Shannon's cousin that lives in Tennessee now. They used to live in Virginia Beach years and years ago.
Yeah, my sister's down in Virginia Beach. From here to Charlotte is about 6.5 hours as well. Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach is just under 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I could like go to Pittsburgh in 4 hours too, because I was debating on trying to get back to the new Fresh Fest.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
And it ends up being a weekend of my mom's birthday, so I'm not gonna be able to go. But that'd have been 4 hours. But the cool thing here, like you could jump on you don't have to drive it if you don't want. You could jump on a train from here to New York or here to like some of these other areas and just ride.
I mean, that would probably be the way to go, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah,
If you were going to do something like that,
some fun like that, take the train into the city, as they used to say. I'm going to take the train into the city. And, so up in Times Square,
I mean, time wise too, wouldn't it be faster or no?
I think on the way it goes, it might be because you have people that commute like from here to DC, and
Right.
we're actually like 2 blocks from the train station here, so it runs actually past our apartment here. We have a stop right outside our thing, so
Trying to think.
Different spots.
My cousin lived. Where the hell do he live at? He doesn't now. He lives in Kentucky, but he was living about an hour outside of DC because he works for the Homeland Security.
Yeah.
And that's what he would do. He would just take like the train in. Like he'd drive from his house to get to the train depot or whatever it was where he needed to catch it and then just ride it in. But it was like an hour. It was like an hour each way.
Yeah. Get on the train.
I'm trying to think of where the hell he was at now, though. I forget. He was in Virginia somewhere, but I can't remember.
Well, people here take the train into DC, and it might have been like Alexandria or something like that. But people going to DC and New York, Delaware. I always like Joe Biden because he would talk about taking a train in, but from Delaware to DC, that's what they would do is ride the train. You're not dealing with the traffic or anything along those lines. It makes it easier.
Right, yeah. And then just stops to pick up and drop people off, I guess. But
yeah.
Still seems like just a straight shot, traffic wise and everything, and just be like, you're there.
Yeah.
Seemed like it'd be a lot faster.
Yeah, Gilbert, you would love the seafood here. I mean, the crab and the shrimp and the lobster and all that stuff you can get at some of the places. I mean, I've had some good calamari down here as well. Um, and some of the fish places, like some of the fish places have like fish, like, trout and stuff you can find on a rainbow trout or, orange roughy, different types of other type fishes, like not just like tilapia, like a lot of places do, or cod. You have other types of fishes.
Orange Ruffy, some good shit.
Yeah. Sea bass, that's another one. Chilean sea bass. I love a good Chilean sea bass. Had your Boston clam chowder, man. I've not. Well, I mean, I haven't had the Boston clam chowder with it being up there, but I've had like we have a place here called Nick's Fish House, and they had a seafood gumbo that was just off the chain. I mean, that shit was so good. You had the big meaty pieces of the crab in there and stuff too. It was just like, this is some good shit. They gave you like a smaller type bowl, but you were just like, oh, this is such good shit. You're like, this is my precious right here. It's like somebody asked for a taste. It's like, back off. I would love to get to Boston now. And I have had clam chowder before from Legal Seafood up there. Because one of my friends had known the person. They set some stuff down one time when we were in Kentucky. And we had like some lobster tail and chowder and some other stuff they had from there that was really good. Legal Seafood is like known well in Boston, and you can actually have it delivered if you're in other spots. So if you're looking for some good seafood out there, check them out.
Is it like a chain type place or?
No, it's just out of Boston, but they get like deep sea fish and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
But they ship all over the country now.
I can definitely get down with some good like calamari though, for sure.
Yeah, they send like dry ice and everything. What's the best seafood you got to go to New Orleans? New Orleans has great seafood down there too, but it's just a different thing. Like the different places are known for their different stuff, right? Like you go to New Orleans, I've had some good stuff down there. The jambalaya, the gumbo, the shrimp stuff they had down there. But I've been in New Orleans probably about 4 or 5 times. Never did the crawfish. I could never get around doing the crawfish. I felt like it was a big old bug or something. I guess maybe that was part of it or whatever. I just never got to deal with it.
Crawfish is good.
Yeah,
it's just a lot of work to get like a pinky nail worth of meat out of it. It's just like, why bother? You know what I mean? It's like
the cracking, the pulling, the sucking, all that stuff, right?
Yeah. Because their old next door neighbor, he used to order for our neighbor, his wife's sister. So they used to do a crawfish boil every year for her birthday.
Yeah.
And that was their contributions. They would actually order it from New Orleans and have it shipped in fresh, like on a Saturday, the day of the crawfish boil. And it was pretty freaking good, but yeah, it's a lot of work for like hardly nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's like the place we went down there. One of the places was like peeling each shrimp. And like where we're at, like when we were up there, Louisville or Cincinnati or whatever like that, or even some spots in Jersey, when it was peeling each shrimp, it was like the head of stuff was off. It was just like to peel off the little tail part, right?
Right.
When I got peeling each shrimp down in New Orleans, it was like, here's your shrimp.
It was the whole shrimp.
Like, yeah, and then you had to peel it. It's like, this is too much work. Like,
yeah. Sorry, little buddy. I'm just gonna tear your skin off and eat you.
Don't look at me that way,
Right.
But fresh out of the bay, it was delicious. So
that is one place I want to get to, though, is New Orleans. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, all you need to is one of the classic American cities for sure.
We talk about going there like a 3 or 4 day weekend trip type thing.
Yeah, New Orleans and Miami. Go now before they're flooded.
Yeah.
Hopefully that never happens, knock on wood. But if you look at some of the experts, they project they'll be flooded at some point.
I haven't been to Miami either, but
the culture of New Orleans is just words alone. I mean,
if
you like jazz or blues, you can walk into your regular bars on Bourbon Street at nighttime, and you'll have somebody playing music that you would swear was like a Grammy artist. That's just the talent is just so good.
I feel like though, even if you wasn't like I'd say a big fan of it, just because you wasn't familiar with it that much.
Yeah.
I feel like you would just love it anyway, just because it was so good. You know what I mean? Like it would make you like that kind of music.
Just the whole atmosphere and the vibe that it all goes through there. Even when it's like warm, it's just like that ambiance of being in that little bar with the doors open, out on Bourbon, the music playing, the people are fanning themselves. It's just a whole different type vibe to it, you know.
That's also one of those kind of places where you don't want to wander too far off of like the main street there, right?
Yeah, there's some spots down there. I mean, there's some people that we had a guy from Northern Kentucky one time that was in the news. He ended up getting killed down there.
Oh shit!
He was trying to take a shortcut through one of the alleys, and it's funny. Before we went down there the first time, we saw like a thing on one of the travel channels. It was talking about New Orleans. It was talking about the corruption of the police departments and stuff like that and everything. And they're like, if a cop tries to pull over where it's a well-lit area because there's corruption that runs through. It was kind of a whole breakdown of stuff.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then we got to the hotel, and they were like, you know, it was funny. It was, you laugh, but it was like, it was a commercial they had like on the hotel channel. And it's like, you may travel to other spots and you'll do this. And they'd be like, don't do this here. And they'd be like walking in the alley.
Telling you what not to do. This might seem like a good idea, but don't do that. Don't do that.
Like, you might think that's a shortcut, but don't try it here. Like, but they were warning you about everything like that.
Right. Well, that's I mean, that's a good thing they should do. But
and when you're in a quarter, you have the heavy police presence there. It's when you get outside the quarter in other areas where you see a lot of the crime stuff or the 48 hours type things when they're on TV. It's kind of like the quarters where they put all the main police type stuff to make sure, because it's a tourist city. They want the tourists.
Well, sure. Yeah.
But you wander off to another spot, or because people will go down there from 8, 9, 10 in the morning, whatever, when the doors start opening and stuff, and you'll be in it like 3, 4 at night. You know.
Oh, right.
Right. Wandering off and stuff happens, and you know, people that are going to try to rob people are going to try to find their marks and do that kind of stuff. So,
I mean, really, it's kind of like any other city you think about. You know, if you don't know certain areas of the city you're in, there's bad parts in every city. You know. Yeah.
And then like Jackson Square, Shannon would love that, because Jackson Square, when we went a few times, and when I went down there with like work stuff, they have like people that read your palms or tarot cards. Whether you believe in it or not, they're out there.
Oh, that'd be her heaven right there.
It's just a great experience to have some fun and do some stuff. And then you have the beignets and kick back with your feet up, and you know, it's all different kind of stuff you can do down there. You know, it's just it's a cool city. It's just like a cool classic type city. You could have, you know, just going out to seeing like the graveyards, the way they have their just so much history in that city there. And then when we went on one of the vampire tours at night, which was actually pretty cool and stuff. Just to go through. I mean, what do you believe in a vampire or not believe? It didn't really matter. It was just the whole experience of going.
Yeah, the cool. Yeah, I was gonna say that, or like the they have like a bunch of ghost tour walks and stuff or something too, don't they? Yeah,
the whole
like that'd be cool. Yeah.
And when we went down to Anne Rice was so last, we went out and saw like Anne Rice house, like out in the I think it was a green district or green something district, but it's like all these nice houses and all this different stuff. You can tour around and you can ride the streetcar and do things if you want to do it that way. But it's just a nice experience, just something different. And the people are just that culture of the Creole type culture, and the food. We went to one of Emerald's restaurant. We were down there, and it was just like some great tasting food. But then when you went to some of the regular, you know, type restaurants as well, where they just had that Southern cooking, it was just like, you know, it's a whole different experience, you know.
Pretty friendly in general, or do they see you as like an outsider? Well, I mean, like it's a big tourist place, but like as an outsider, you're like, okay, you're not from here, so kind of treat you different or something. I mean, some cities will do that, you know.
I'm pretty much a friendly person. Like, I always come back making, like, she's always like, you're always making all these friends every time we go somewhere. But it'd be like Shannon down there. It was definitely like a friendly type experience and stuff.
Okay, yeah,
you know, and
that's definitely one of the cities that I would definitely want to see sometime soon for sure.
Yeah. And you know, it's just, you know, have a good time. You have a few drinks, you have a blast, and you know, I get the hand grenades, as they call them down there, different drinks and stuff. It's just, you know, it's like going there.
Hurricanes or whatever.
Like I just may go to Vegas. You got to go to Fremont Street. You got to just go to
Fremont. Oh, yeah.
Vegas experience. You know, you go to the Strip, but that's like the new type stuff. But the old Fremont is kind of fun as well.
Yeah, when we went there, you know, when we got married there, it was like that was the best part of our whole trip, was going down to Fremont Street and spending the night there. It was like, that was so cool.
Yeah, because the first couple of times I went to Vegas, we were on the strip, and I was like, I'll do this whole. Then we went to Fremont when I went back again. I was like, oh, okay, this is a lot
You're like,
better. This is much
all
fun.
right, here we go.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah. And so when they bring out like some of the stuff, like at nighttime, like they put the stuff on the big screen overhead, and they bring out the bars and stuff like that in Fremont Street. That's kind of like what Bourbon Street's kind of like as well.
Okay.
When you're down
Okay.
there too, so it gets
Yeah.
a little fun and crazy. So you have all the people there from everywhere and stuff, which is it's awesome.
Yeah, definitely have to get down there for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if we just were to drive, it's only 10 hours from here, I think, maybe.
Yeah,
10 and a half or something like that.
It was 12 when I drove from Cincinnati before in Northern Kentucky. So
Yeah, so that makes sense.
if you have a good Mexican seafood restaurant like Spicy, order the Diabla. Badass. Anything with Diablo or Diabla is going to definitely have a little bit of spice kick, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, going to Maine would be actually cool as well.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Maine too, for sure.
Maine is known for their lobster, so I would definitely be up there having fun. Near Toronto, the seafood flow is fresh within 4 hours. Freshwater fish and crawdads are no problem, but the dollar is high. Well, it's definitely higher now with the way inflation and shit is, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's funny, once in a while I watch the, what's that show on TV with the tuna fishermen? It's not Deli's Catch, but the other one with the guys in the fishing boats.
I was thinking Daedalus Catch. Yeah,
when they compete against each other. They all have the tuna boats and stuff. Oh, shit.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name of it.
But I was watching that the other day, and it was like they got like $9 a pound for tuna or whatever, which was considered good. And I'm like, man, a few years ago they were getting like $20 a pound. Like, is there just that much more tuna in the sea now that they're just? I mean, that's like half of what they were getting before. So those guys with the Deli's Catch, that's a hard job,
Those dudes
you work 3 months, you make 6 figures, but you were busting your ass for that 3 months.
Well, that and shit, you might die while you're out there. I mean, there's no guarantee, getting the bad storms or something.
Yeah. I mean, we've all seen the perfect storm. We know what can happen. George Clooney tried to get that wave. It didn't happen. He was not able to get it. So,
right. True.
That was a good movie. I feel like people underestimate that movie. Him, Mark Wahlberg.
That was a good movie.
I forgot who else was in that one. There were some pretty good people in there. Alan Payne. I can't remember the other guys that were in it, but yeah, it was just like, and that's one of those movies I can still watch now, and I'm still like hoping they make it, even though I know the ending. It's kind of like,
come on, you can do it this time. Just be different.
Even though I know Scatman's getting the axe and is shining, I'm hoping he doesn't go around that corner and get the axe from Jack Nicholson. But yet it still happens. It still happens.
We'll see.
Yeah. JV in the house. Cheers, JV. Must have got home from basketball practice a little bit ago. Great fish market right in downtown Toronto. Hidden local secret. Nice. I wouldn't mind going back to Toronto again. Toronto was a nice little city to visit. We went there years ago for like a week. I saw Olivia Newton-John there live, coming out of a hotel from it was like the first day of like the film festival. She came out. She was like 62 and still looked like great shape. Yeah.
I'd like to go to Toronto.
Like Sandy. Because I still think it was Sandy from Greece. Yeah. Yeah, Toronto was fun. Toronto people were nice in Toronto too when we were up there. They didn't like giving out refills, I feel like, for sodas though. They were kind of health conscious. So like everybody served you in a can and you're like, well, I get a refill, like we have to get another can. Okay, we'll bring another can. Well, we have to charge you for another can. Okay, well bring me another can. Like I'm American.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Like we care about your health. Maybe just one. You're like, no, I want another.
Yeah.
You don't know me. Bring me some more soda.
Bring another one. Yes, I'm asking for it. Bring it. I'll pay for it. It's fine.
I'm not on your health care plan. I know it's free, but I'm not on it.
Yeah, you can't worry about me.
Yeah. So, but that was like years ago when I was up there.
Never been to Canada.
Yeah. Well, I feel like once you get a passport, you feel like you should go places.
Well, that's what I was going to say. We have our passport, since we went to Jamaica a couple years
Yeah.
ago. So it's like, we're not that far from Canada, so we could just drive up and should just go just to say we've been.
Yeah.
Go to Toronto or whatever,
Like I want you don't even need your passport in it because it's one of our territories. But even going to Puerto Rico, I'd like to go down there at some point.
Do you not have to have a passport there now?
Well, they're U.S. territory, so
yeah, okay.
Although overseas, Ireland, Germany, Scotland, those are places I like to see. Like that, Europe.
Oh yeah.
You do like a 2-week trip to Europe, so that way you can take the train to other countries and stuff too. But I've realized like there's too many spots in the world that I won't get to see them all because there's just too many spots. Like Japan would be kind of a cool country to visit as well.
One of my best friends used to be a professional bowler. Now he still works for the PBA Tour, but he doesn't really bowl much anymore. But he's been over to Japan, I don't know, a bazillion times, and he said it's really cool just to go to experience it. I guess they used to have like a bowling event over there every year back in the day. So he's like, "Yeah, you should go sometime." I was like, "Yeah." It's like the weirdest thing though is like all the women over there are like really short. I said you feel like you're 7 foot tall when you're over in Japan because all the women over there are like 4 foot tall or barely 5 foot tall or 4'5" or 4'6", whatever. It's like it's kind of weird.
You ever said Toronto's horrible? Stay away. Yeah. Another one. Like although it kind of. I don't know. I feel like sometimes it looks fun. Sometimes it's like kind of scary. Like going to somewhere like Bangkok or Singapore or Thailand. Like those kind of look at some cool places. And I see some places on TV. I'm like, that looks kind of sketchy kind of type thing. But I think those would be kind of cool. One of the guys I know, he used to be stationed over like in Thailand. I think his wife he was married to for the longest time was from Thailand as well. But it's like, seems like you have all the other stuff. I just want to go there, maybe get the haircut so I get that whole massage type thing. On YouTube, that looks pretty cool. You go for a haircut, they give you a back rub, they do your feet, they do all kinds of stuff. It's like, really? I'm just here for the haircut. But if it's part of the package,
okay,
go away.
I'm in.
Yeah. I think India would be kind of another one. Although India, I always have a fear, like for people that go to India and they're like, well, you can't like drink the water because we're not used to it in our body, so it makes us sick, I guess.
Right.
And I'm like, I feel like at some point I'm going to mess up and drink the water. Like I feel like at some point it's going to be like waking up in the morning or whatever, just like go to do your face.
Oh, I'm so sick. Yeah.
I feel like that's a trap thing to happen. But I love some Indian food, so.
I feel like that's a good majority of the foreign countries anyways, like don't drink the water. I
think it depends though. Like I think if you go to like UK or something like that and everything, France.
Well, yeah. I'm not saying all of them, but I feel like a good majority of those, kind of like India and places like that,
Yeah. Costa Rica I like to go to as well. I think Costa Rica would be kind of cool. I know people that went to Costa Rica really enjoyed it too, but they say you usually got to like hike down there to get to spots and stuff. So,
be afraid to get bit, getting bit by some kind of weird insect or something and die going to Costa Rica.
Chucaramba or something will jump out and get you. Yeah, it's like this only happens to me when I go away. Doesn't happen to anybody else. But then again, like we were saying earlier, there's so many spots here in the States though too. Like, from us watching like Yellowstone all the time, I'd like to go to Montana at some point. Kind of see the scenes or the Dakotas or
Wyoming, places like for sure.
And you realize as you get older how big the world is. And you're like, I can't get to everywhere I want to go. It's like a beer fest. You got to start to select.
Right, you just got to pick and choose.
Yeah. Which one's
that is so true.
I forgot to ask Trez. Trez is here. If he was going to be going to the beer fest in Cincinnati in a couple weeks, I'm going to miss not being there. So drive back just to go to the beer fest. Did you move back? Nope, I'm just here for the beer fest.
Just here for the beer.
Can I just fly back for the beer fest? I'll call CB.
Although if you showed up for that and somebody saw you, I don't think they'd be surprised.
No.
They'd be like, "Oh, I was wondering if you were going to be here or not."
You're a veteran of the beer fest when you walk in, like the last couple times, and you see other people that know who you are, although you may not fully remember them, and they're like, "Oh, you trained me like 2 years ago on how to run the tap, or you did this, or you did that."
Right.
And you're like, "Who are you?" Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Because at beer fest, everybody becomes a blur at some point.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. By the end of the night, you don't know who. They're all run together.
Yeah. But yeah,
that was fun though. When I came down that time and worked with you for that one.
Oh yeah,
that was fun.
Oh, you came down there and when we went, like me.
Well, yeah, and then when we went, them went. That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't run a fried bologna pole this time because I'm not there. So. Let me see here. If you drove to Ontario for a brewery tour, you wouldn't make it to Toronto. So many great breweries southeast of Toronto. Yeah, because Gilbert, he takes time off and he goes on a lot of the stuff when he's off for like beer travel. So I can imagine. Actually, Southwest as well. Here for the beer. Now, that's a great YouTube channel, right? There you go. Good name for a channel. Might be. Somebody may have that one. I don't know. I know on Instagram, that's a common thing.
But now, what's the distance from Ontario to Toronto?
Oh, Toronto's in Ontario. Ontario's.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Toronto's like a city and a province, yeah. But Joe, like Beer Patrol, he's right across the border in Buffalo.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
So he goes back. Well, he used to go back and forth before they shut the border down. So, and like Chris from Off the 10th will come into Buffalo and stuff.
I was thinking about the different, like for 5 different provinces that it's split into.
Yeah. Canada's so big, it's just spread out. Like,
Right.
Which is still funny that we have Alaska and they don't. I'm like, why do we have Alaska again? Because that's way up there in Canada. Like, that should be yours. It's because Mother Russia's on the other side. That's why we have it. So that Sarah Pamela can stand on her front porch and see Russia.
I think I was thinking of Montreal when I said that. Montreal and Toronto.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've never even been to Windsor. Like, in America, like, the region we're in, a lot of the guys go up to, like, Windsor all the time. Like when they do bachelor parties and stuff, they go to Windsor because that's like the gambling and strip clubs and all kind of stuff. That's across from Eric over there in Windsor, Ontario.
All right, yeah.
Not Eric Gilbert, but Eric Alliance.
Yeah, Brenner.
Yeah. Speaking of Canada, Swami shows up. What's up, Swami?
His ears were burning. Come on, Swami.
He's trying to help Gilbert represent. Yeah, I like this cream. I'll tell you the name. The name of it was Cream Team, by the way. So, again, it's one of those things with Flying Dogs. They get under fire on some of their stuff. But
I was going to say, their name's always kind of...
Yeah. But a cookies and cream milk stout, it does have a nice dessert appeal to it. Yeah.
Sounds pretty good. It sounds like it'd be a good one.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, this one's Swami. We don't do like an open link type thing because we're just doing this, but we're actually about to wrap up anyway. Get up and go to work in the morning. Oh, hell. What's up, my friend? 2 Wheels Down, JV says. Depends on the border across Ontario. Toronto is easily 3 hours from any border. Yeah. Yeah, I think things were back open again. I don't know with COVID, but then things were shut down with the Freedom truckers.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, it depends on if you can get through the trucks.
Yeah. Usually we just have this because then I start opening up. I got opened up for everybody's like we talked about before. But I need to do an open panel show at some point, so I can definitely let you know there, Swami. But they tried to do the Freedom Trucker thing here in DC. One person showed up. It was like the guy that tried to organize it.
One person.
He was surprised nobody else showed up. It was like, dude, we are not Canada. You come try that down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't going to happen. So
Like, move along.
yeah. It's like, nope, we're done. We're over. We're going back. Crazy, but yeah. Yeah, I don't get why either. But the thing in Canada was the funny thing was like 90% of the people were vaccinated. So like in the States, it's like they're trying to not get vaccinated, but up there people were vaccinated. Why are you doing this again? Like, yeah. I stopped trying to understand people anymore. The level of,
there's no point.
yeah, it's just like I accepted years ago that there's more ignorance growing than like knowledge nowadays. So
That's for sure.
yeah, that whole thing with Bobert and Green the other night. I didn't even watch the thing, but it's just like saw all the stuff from people having it. Like, how are you freaking out here heckling when the president's talking about, his son or whatever dying? It's just like,
right.
It's like it's just like, yeah. It's like Georgia, Arizona do better. Or Georgia and Colorado do better, not Arizona. Sorry, Arizona, if I put Bobart in your state, I apologize. She is not with Arizona.
Sorry for that.
She is with Colorado. Maybe the we got to Bobart. I don't know. But
Possibility.
yeah. But Jimmy Kimmel had a good response to that last night that I posted on Facebook. Like, you got freedom of speech, but you're talking about one woman whose husband tried to pull his penis out to a minor, and the other one was at a far right, like back in Russia type thing. So these are the two people that were heckling. This is what we got
right
now taking place in America.
It's like, don't throw stones.
I thought the funniest thing in the whole picture of them doing that, because everybody was posting different memes online, was the black guy in the middle. Like, why am I sitting here? It just made me think back. Made me think back to the Eminem song about not wanting to sit next to Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera back in the day. Like, he's just like, why am I sitting here? Why am I between these two?
Why me? Yeah, why me? What'd I do?
Yeah, that's crazy. It's a lot of it's all that political stuff, but it's just you don't have to like the person there, but it's just like even the people didn't like when Trump was in. You never saw like the Democrats heckling, and I take it back to when Obama was in, and the one guy yelled out "You lie" or whatever. I think ever since then, it's like it's going more and more because no one ever really censored that guy that did that. So. Yeah, it went to the Nationals event, right? Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene out of Georgia. Yeah, so kind of crazy. What are you doing? Oh, your headset?
I did. No, the iPad's buried down, so I had to unplug my headphones so I could plug it in before the very end of it.
Well, I think we're at the end anyway. I'm going to go ahead and get this baby wrapped up so we get some rest and not go to bed like after midnight like last week where it's just like I woke up Friday.
Right.
Like, oh, why is the clock going off?
I know. Snooze. Yeah, but all you gotta do is roll out of bed and roll down the hall to your room and log on.
I guess maybe I walk a little bit less now. Maybe I walk about the same, but no, it's just out and come out of one room and go around into the other versus going down the hallway in the old house. So yeah. In Canada, everyone did their part. The government wanted to continue with lockdowns. Fuck that. Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys had a high thing up there too. So yeah. I don't know. It's just I'm so over this whole stuff anyway. But yeah. It is what it is. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up for tonight. Thanks for everybody that definitely tuned in. And Todd's got the wind down taking place on his iPad. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. But then I'll be updating. Like I said, I'm going to have Mad River on here in a couple of weeks. That'll be a great interview, I think, with her.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Talking about her brewery. I'll be setting up a review with the guys from Italy to talk about craft beer in Italy and how that's impacted what's getting done over there. That'll be another great one upcoming. Have to get that all set. And of course, every Thursday night, Todd and I are here pretty much for the Toss One Back Thursday. So that being said, we'll go ahead and wrap up. Anything else you want to add here, Todd?
No. Appreciate everybody joining in, and see you next week, and have a good weekend.
All right. That being said, we are out, and we will catch y'all next. Well, I'll catch you before next week, but Todd will catch you next week. But I'll get back and get some more uploads, some great beer reviews coming to the channel, and catch you guys soon. Cheers, everybody.